speed really fast after you kill something, and then that's dependent on your bloodlust. And another one makes reload speed fast. Another one can just like, I have one that quadruples my gun damage after that can quadruples my gun damage. If I have 100 bloodlust active and I kill them with a grenade, and it's crazy. It does so much damage. I have another one that makes it so bloodlust stacks don't take a while to decay. And like the big one, which basically when you kill an enemy and like they just explode in the element that you killed them with, and the overkill damage, like the damage that you did that was above what you needed to kill them, plus plus a percentage based off of the amount of bloodlust stacks you have, that will just explode around them and kill everything else around them. It's very fun. And what you do is you match this with his other one, which is this one called like the Hellborn tree, which is all around elemental. It's basically all around using elemental guns to make yourself absolutely fuck busted, and it's very fun. I enjoy this character a lot.
Everett, you played Borderlands 1, right?
No, I never played Borderlands 1. I played Borderlands 2, I played part of Borderlands 3, and I was like, the Borderlands 2 was so much better than this. I hate to be that person, but like, yeah.
I think most people agree, or at least people would say at least Borderlands 3 is like fun, but it's like people just prefer 2.
Well, yeah, 2 is, dude, 2 is so much more stupid shit you can do in it. One of the best weapons in the game, called the Unkempt Herald, it's like an explosive Torgue pistol. Also, Torgue is great. I love Torgue.
Did you play Zero yet or no?
I played Zero at the start, and I was like, this is not my character. I have to use a sniper rifle and be stealthy and kill things from afar and shit and be invisible. No. I'd rather use a Maliwan submachine gun and blow everybody up with elemental explosions.
But he has a cool katana. And
He does. He is very cool. I will agree. He was very cool.
He's a weird kind of cringe, but he pulls it off incredibly well.
It's very strange. That's his wole thing. He's kind of like,
that's honestly Borderlands, to be fair.
Dude, you know Tokoyami from MHA?
Oh,
he reminds me of Zero and how he's like incredibly cringe yet incredibly cool at the same time, and it's yeah.
I also like his little emote face thing, his little mask thing, because there's like multiple things in fiction that like do like kind of like that have like a screen or like a little like like they'll pop up emotes in front of him, but he has like a cool little hologram version of one.
A lot of people play like multiple characters in this game, and
I also love the title of. I think it's like his introduction card where it's like 0, a bigger number than you, which is really good.
It is very good. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I forgot Tokoyami, but fucking actually, I have been watching My Hero Academia season 6, so
I haven't seen the last 2 episodes actually. That's a big bad.
But the guy woke up essentially.
Wait, he woke up?
Well, I mean that's where they're building up to. Yes, he is up now.
Okay.
So the final boss fight, I assume, will. I don't know how the final boss fight will go, considering there's an entire season still in season 6, and I don't know how far.
I was about to say.
I don't know how far the manga goes, but
what's gonna happen is I'm gonna guess he's gonna have like all of One for All's quirks and everything, right? Or does he just have his quirk at base, and the entire season is basically he gets away using his petrification, destroying, absolutely fuck busted quirk.
He disintegrated a city last time we saw him.
Yeah. He disintegrates the entire hospital. Let's say he disintegrates the entire hospital. He gets away, and then the entire season is him just silently building up quirks while everybody's trying to find him.
You see, that would be more slow-paced and, I think, cool. However, I think there's one thing about this season that I will say. It's completely not slow-paced like that. It is not. Which I kind of that's a weird thing. I don't know. Have you watched the new Bleach season 2? By the way, hell is Ziggy? I'm doing fine.
You think I've watched?
No, continue.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying I got the night off because essentially we weren't very busy, so it's like just go home. It's like, well, cool, bro.
Yeah, the funny drawing thing you got going on is pretty good.
Oh, they threw that out when I walked in this morning. That's gone.
Really?
Yes, it's gone now.
Like, there are like people adding to it. That would have been so cool.
I was say,
It would have been the
drawing Ichigo thing. Somebody was doing an Eva thing. Somebody did like a cool little. I didn't take a picture of it. They had like like Ray's. You've seen the end of Evangelion. It's like Ray's like head in the background as they're.
I have not seen Evangelion.
Well, you've seen that imagery, right? Where it's like they're standing on the beach and like that head is in like the sea of blood and it just looks like fuck shit everything.
No, I have not. I have not seen anything from Evangelion.
I swear to God, you've seen that. All right, well, whatever.
No, I have not.
It's a very famous shot from the movie, and it's very it's permeated in a lot of things. But nonetheless, I suppose. Yeah, no. So where is this going? Oh yeah, no. So they threw that all out. I drew a couple extra things today. They'll probably be gone by tomorrow as well.
Oh, it's sad.
Because
so
that is what happens.
In this game, apparently, like the overpowered as fuck character is the Gunzerker. He sucks at first because like what carries your character at first is not the guns, because all the guns you get at first they suck ass. You remember this in Borderlands too. Like a lot of the guns are really weird and they suck at the start.
That's why you just keep getting new ones or getting better
ones. Like what makes Borderlands really fun. It's like Diablo. It's like where like you everything sucks, and then like when you get like that one gun, like it feels like really good, and you get to use that for like a whole few levels, and you're just like so happy. Like but the thing is, what makes it so when you have all those crap guns, what allows you to get through levels is like your ability that beats the shit out of everything. Think about Gunzerker. His ability is it allows him to use two guns at the same time that he already has, and because his guns suck. And because your guns at the start suck, he sucks ass at the start because the guns suck. But later on, this allows you to get one of like Moxie's weapons, like a Grog Nozzle or a Ruby, that like, whenever it's held in your hand, it heals you for a percentage of all of the damage that you are dealing while it is in your hand.
I never got those triggers. Fuck. Go back to those.
The guns are busted. One of them, called the Grog Nozzle, heals you for 60% of all of the damage. Just like the numbers that the damage do, it just heals you for 60% of the numbers that you do whenever that's in your hand. And it's absolutely ridiculous.
That's how it's like to play.
That's how it's like to play.
I mean, I don't know. Any character with the basic lifesteal gimmick.
Reaper's lifesteal gimmick is like, it's noticeable, but like, you have to be hitting a lot of shots for it to really add up.
Well, it's like the most effective on tanks. Like on smaller enemies where you're only like hitting them with like half the blast, it's not that good. But like, it is satisfying to like, I don't know, like land a headshot like a tracer and just delete them. But it's like it's most effective on a tank where it's like you can go blow for blow with the Reinhardt and out damage him and kill him.
Or like a Roadhog until he heals.
But say Roadhog heals. Well, to be fair, if I've been able to like. Even like if Roadhog heals, that's technically more health for you. Because say you're getting pelted, he's healing, you're shooting him in the face, like you're just getting that health back as he gets his back, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, he's also moving while healing, and you're not going to be as accurate as he is just healing for half of his health when he now has 700 fucking health in Overwatch 2.
Wait. Didn't he used to have 300, or am I crazy? Or no, he heals for 300.
He healed for 300 because he had 600, and now basically what it always did, it was a percentage of all of his health, and the heal technically got buffed because he himself got buffed. He got more health. He got 100 more health, but the hook got slightly worse. It takes like 0.5. It takes like 0.1 seconds longer to like cancel it into the infamous R2
shotgun.
into hook shotgun melee.
So you go back across the lake after it's raining, you get a special little cutscene that's gonna happen here. I should probably equip the shotgun, but let's see.
Are you doing Del Lago?
I already killed Del Lago.
You already killed? When did you kill Del Lago last stream?
Yeah, that was the ending of it. Where is the treasure? Is it up in there? It is. Yeah. Give me the. There we go. Oh, so these things look like a fucking Cheshire cat. Like, look at their fucking, like, smile. I'm not going to but oh my god, I fucking, let's say, these are the absolute worst fucking enemies in the game. And these might be the absolute worst fucking dogs in the RE series, quite frankly, because they do that shit. I'm dead.
Wait, am I on stream?
Yeah, well, I assume, unless you did not put your voice to be shared.
Well,
Yeah, I assume people can hear him.
Hey, Ziggy, can you hear me? I would like to know if people can hear my disgusting voice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you watch Cyberpunk, Ziggy. Good. Yeah, they are very
Cyberpunk, very good.
But yeah, no, Cyberpunk is a very, very good show. I mean, everybody has said it. It's obvious. It's, you know, it's quite apparent. I don't think many people disagree. I say, okay, I hear you. I don't think many people. I say I don't think many people disagree. That being said, I remember I was just looking at Google earlier, and I got like one of those, like, you know, it's like, oh, recommended you see like news and articles and shit, and it's like one of them was like Cyberpunk. It's like has no heart or something like that. And I'm like, all right, buddy.
Do you not know what the anime is about, my guy?
Oh. Fucking God, I hate these stupid dogs. I'm dead? God, yeah, these dogs
has like a
fucking
disdain
suck, bro.
for. I've tried to get my brother into fighting games and anime, and every single time I try to, he like hates me. I don't understand why.
To be fair, you just said the words anime and fighting game in the same sentence. That's pretty cringe.
I know, right? It's pretty bad. But yeah, so I was like, have you heard of? Did you know like the Cyberpunk anime is actually good, George? And he was all like, He said, how have I not? The entire internet has been talking about it. And, like, he talks to me like
I thought he was going to say, like, how have I not? Everyone is fucking posting Rebecca. Which, to be fair, they are.
Oh, God.
That's completely true. Everyone is posting Rebecca. That's entirely true.
Dude. What? David, for being, like, you would expect David to be, like, the most, like, boring-ass main character ever, like, when you first see him. But, like, he actually does some very neat stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's a cool guy.
He is a cool guy. Also, I want to say Maine is the best character in the show. I think Maine is so cool. I really like him.
He is pretty good.
Like, especially his death where he goes psycho and he's just, like, frickin'...
What happens when Brock Lesnar goes senile?
Dude, he's over here making a brush pile out of fucking explosives.
But I was about to say, put the fucking funeral pyre, like a Viking funeral pyre. Oh, I can do this.
And I love how he says that to David, like, we gotta protect we gotta make sure Dario doesn't get, like, the I don't remember what he says, but, like, he said, I remember, probably the reason why I don't remember what he says is because he's looking at David with the most dead eyes.
About to say, the way they, like, draw his eyes, like, once he goes Cyber Psycho, the way they draw his eyes is very, very disturbing. It's great.
Exactly.
And, like, the entire way that he's animated, that entire episode is just, like, once he starts going, like, I did this is my fault. And then just fucking, like, decapitates, or not even decapitates, like, fucking chunks, like, multiple people's just bodies off by swinging a guy on a chair. It's real bad.
It's not good. It's real not good. But another thing I really like about Maine is throughout that entire thing, they're also playing the most atmospheric, like, song from the soundtrack as well. That, like, perfectly, like, it also plays for the first time. Another big thing. And, like, it perfectly places, like, the scene and, like, this sort of, like, to Maine, he's in this desolate hellscape, and, like, at this moment. I just find that it was very interesting. It was very cool. Probably some of the best imagery in the entire show. I really liked it.
Yes, it's very good.
I also like how Adam Smasher at the end just fucking destroys David.
Well, I think it's the best. I'm not sure if you watched it dubbed or not, but they have the same voice actor for the game. But it's the fucking I think it's one of my favorite lines in the show, even, and from him especially. Whereas I think David stops him from going after. He, like, stalls him from going after Lucy. It's like, oh, you get distracted, lol. And he's like, you. He's like, who are you to challenge me when you can't even stand without your anti-grav crutches? You think you're special because you're scrappy? Don't. He just fucking is, like, like, ripping him apart. Like, his spine is, like, bursting out. It's bad. It's real bad.
It was by real bad you mean real good. Though.
Oh yeah, it was real good. It was a great scene.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
I love that
David
Adam
got
Smash. I
bodied.
love that Adam Smasher is just like he's revealed in one episode. He cleans house in one episode. He punctuates the show. I thought
And he's
that was
from
brilliant.
the video game. I thought
Is he
Trigger made.
actually from the video
Yeah, I
game?
thought Trigger made him up.
I was about to say he seems
feels
like a really
he feels
Trigger-ass
like a
Trigger.
Yeah, he feels like a Trigger villain. Like I mean, they obviously his design is different because you know they trigger him up for our art style. But like,
Of
no,
course,
he is in the
like-
video game.
Very neat.
He's also not nearly as dangerous in the video game because people like body him, like you know, just like shooting him and like doing whatever hacky bullshit you can do because video game. But yeah, he's cool.
Wait, you can fight him in the video game?
Yeah, I think
That's not
he's
fair
technically
fun.
the final boss. I'm pretty sure. Because
Wait,
like you're
what?
well, because I think it's like the video game ends with you like going down a hallway like to get to like a thing, and like he like bursts in and like you fight him a little bit, and it's like oh here's revenge because I guess I think he killed either he killed Johnny Silverhand who is Mr. Keanu Reeves or he like killed a friend of Silverhand.
Wait, okay, I want to say, you know the
I
guy
have way
with
too
the
much shit.
silver hand in
Yes.
the Trigger show? Is he just Johnny Silverhand with a different name? That's my
Wait, which
question.
Silverhand? Wait. Oh,
Okay,
as in Mustache Man, the driver.
Yeah, like he literally has
No.
a metal hand.
Well,
and
okay, to be
only
fair,
a
it's
metal
Cyberpunk.
hand.
Oh, see your mic again. It's Cyberpunk. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
just
Cyberpunk. A
speaking
lot of
too loud.
characters are gonna have metal hands, but no, he's just a driver. I think he is in the game, or like you can like find him as an NPC. But no, he is not Johnny Silverhand. No, Johnny Silverhand, I'm pretty sure is well dead by this point. The only character I think that is directly referenced in the game that you can like meet and like interact with the main character is remember that lady when they remember that scene where it's like they go into the bar and Rebecca's outside and she gets fucking stopped by the bouncers, and then they walk in. There's like this lady like sitting at the bar. And she's like, oh look at that person. That I believe her name is like Rogue or something, and yeah, that she is a character. Also, everybody, that was Las Plagas. Here's the first introduction to that. I'm sure that will be different in the remake. I'm absolutely positive that will be different.
What is Lost Plaga?
They're the parasites that burst out of the fucking heads of the characters in this game, and they are very dangerous.
Oh, okay.
And they create a big issue. You see, they have red eyes. That means that the Las Plagas can pop out of their head. And
Oh, okay.
when you see them, fucking go for them because they will absolutely just shred you. And on top of that is make them more annoying, they make them last longer, and then also but they're parasites, and they only come out now because they're afraid of light. Which means that I'll utilize that mechanic later.
What is this? RE8? Afraid of Light?
I forget what I played RE8, I generally can't remember that was mechanic in that video game.
Remember, like, the
I guess the vampire girls, yeah.
Yeah, I was
They were
gonna say the
technically, I think,
vampire
afraid of cold, not light. I think that was technically it.
Wait,
but it's
really?
well,
But they're
because
vampires. What the fuck?
well, because you know they're not really vampires. They're stupid bioweapon bullshit, which RE8 pushes the bioweapon bullshit to the extreme. I am out of space.
Yeah, actually, okay, regale me with what the RE8 new bullshit is. I heard somebody say like it redefines what the bioweapons are, something stupid like that.
Kind of. Well, I mean, it just well, for one, it makes it so the main villain all along was Miss Miranda. Like she was around from the beginning, and she. I think,
Naruto. Okay.
Yes, she's Kaguya. Kind of actually, though. Jesus Christ.
It
But
was
she was
me,
around.
Barry.
Imagine if Kaguya said that. It was me, Nart. It was me all along.
So fucking hard.
It was me, Black Zetsu. But fucking. What was I saying?
I'm gonna change my mic yet again.
Can I have another mic? Or other earbuds?
Dude, the last legitimate mic that I had, I literally crushed the jack underneath my ass.
Well, that's what you get.
Exactly. How about now?
We'll see. It seems to just eventually go bad, but I'll mention when it does. But no. So Miranda was there all along. She apparently taught Sadler, or was like a mentor to Sadler or something like that. And I think she had like some connections to Wesker and Umbrella or some bullshit. And you find all this out like literally, like in the final section of the game, you play as Chris for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a late exposition.
You fucking
Wait, what?
yeah. You walk into a room. Oh yeah, it's funny because you play as Chris, and it's like it's really funny because the entire game you've been playing as Ethan, as like, you know, this character who's like, oh, you gotta block, be careful of these enemies. Chris, you just fucking run around like with not infinite, but like an entire inventory full of ammo and grenades and like cure and like an infinite heal thing that like it's like a, it's literally like, you know, like those actually funnily enough those.
Like the Roadhog heal.
No, the you know those like syringes or whatever that Nane shoots to himself. It's kind of like that, but you know it just heals you magically because it's like it's adhered to whatever virus. Because Chris would have that, to be fair.
Let's be honest. Like,
And then you have a tactical nuke button where it's like if you point a laser at something for long enough, you can call out an airstrike. And you just instead of him blocking, when he blocks, he fucking like parries and punches zombies and the werewolves. So you're just fucking running around as him, just parrying and like knifing things and just being crazy. It's pretty good.
He used his like boulder punch on a werewolf. Do you think they would just be able to get some way where they fly across Hito?
I mean, kinda. I mean, well, we saw that in RE7 DLC with Joe who just punched things to death. And you got a
yeah. What the fuck was that? I heard about that. There was like that guy you like collect totems to make your hands that much better.
Yeah. Well, he's a really strong hillbilly guy. And then, yeah, in RE8, you do that shit with Chris. And then, I mean, to be fair, they referenced that he did in fact punch boulders in, they do reference the fact that he does punch boulders in, RE8. But Heisenberg, that one guy, he's like that boulder punching asshole, which is really stupid, might I say. It's so fucking stupid. That's
Heisenberg from Walter White?
Yes. Yeah, well, he's a Bloodborne man with the hammer.
Oh,
he has magnet, which, by the way, they push the superpower bullshit, like the bioweapon bullshit, out the ass.
He's the Troy Baker man, right?
Is he voiced by Troy Baker?
Yes, he is, isn't he?
I don't know. Well, he talks like Nicolas Cage. He's like, Ethan, I'm gonna kill Miranda, Ethan. You and me, Ethan. We can do it together. We're gonna kill Miranda, and it's like we're gonna work together. It's like
It sounds like that. It's so fucking
He does.
stupid.
He talks like that. I'm not even exaggerating. He talks like that. When you look up fucking
Mr. Magnetic Metal Man is over here talking like that.
yeah, and he literally has magnet power. Then he creates a giant
Why
fucking
does
Metal
he
Gear.
have magnet powers?
Because
Why does a fucking
he
zombie have
was
magnet powers?
He's not a zombie. He's a bioweapon. He's like technically a normal guy. But because he was experimented on, or he got the DNA of a fucking that's so significant.
He got the DNA.
He got the DNA of a starfish, or no, of I think it was a stingray, because stingrays have like electromagnetic pulses that go through their bodies, or something.
I want to kill the person who created that logic.
Well,
So
can you go to
stupid.
Japan? No.
Maybe I could one day.
I forget if there's an order any issue. But yeah, no. So that's his logic, and he's just he's crazy.
Is everybody just injected with a certain animal, and that just creates them? You die
Basically.
when cold. You are fish.
Basically. This is an issue. I am out of inventory.
RE4, I don't know, like, RE logic in general is stupid, but that Heisenberg Stingray shit, now that's not another level.
Well, yeah, because there's literally a fish. Well, because it's all references to be. It's all references. Like, the thing about like RE8 is because obviously RE games, like, they all kind of follow different tropes of horror at the time. Like the original RE is like, okay, it's a zombie film. It's like, you know, zombie film in a mansion. RE2 is like, okay, we're now doing like a zombie apocalypse. Like, oh, it's an outbreak in a city, right? RE3 is more of that and kind of more action oriented. RE4, this game is obviously it's much more of an action movie with literally Leon being like the big action hero. But beyond that, even kind of more, what's the word? I don't know how to describe it. Its theme of horror is more like weird cults, like kind of like, you know, religious, like fucking deep Spain bullshits, like weird Catholicism imagery as a whole. And then RE5 is like like the African, you know, like African warlord and like weird tribal shits and all this like grungy It feels like RE5 is like a Michael Bay film. It's like a mid 2000s action movie set in Africa, where you it's like with all these lens flares and crazy machine gun set pieces, and Chris and Sheva going around being cool.
I watched the Internet Historian story mode on RE5, and yeah, that game's pretty good. Like I saw the boulder punching. Yeah, I saw the boulder punching bullshit as well. Like that's ridiculous. Also, the fact that Wesker, like.
Oh, Wesker, yeah, Wesker's a fucking like vampire. He's like he's like a he's an anime character in that game.
I was gonna say, like, his powers get suppressed and he still leaps like 15 meters into the air to jump onto a ship to then go to a volcano. And then they fight
and he gets giant tentacles
on a volcano where the vampire now has giant tentacles. And never mind the fact that they're literally on like 7 molten rock. Like they're literally on a volcano. Chris is punching boulders.
It's wonderful, sir. What could you be possibly criticizing?
It's so stupid, man.
Fuck off! I was backing up.
This is the Souls series. Backstepping doesn't do shit.
Doesn't it do it in Dark Souls 3? Or Dark Souls 2, rather?
Dude, I hate it. I don't like backstepping. I feel like it's such a useless feature.
I'm fine with it. I mean, it has its very specific uses, and like in RE2 when it actually has, I should use a grenade there, so I actually use my grenades. In RE2 when it gets iframes, it is somewhat useful, but yeah, no, I don't really use it ever repeatedly.
Backstepping in like general, like I feel like in video games, like I don't feel like it does anything. Like even when it has iframes, it's just like if I'm gonna. Well, that's a completely different. That's a giant wormhole. Shut up. But like Elden Ring is like one of the few things that it made Souls series backstepping actually good because you can block while backstepping. So it's just like a maneuverability form now, that's good, right?
Yeah,
point
sure.
For Elden Ring
you're about to say, yeah, give Elden Ring a point. Good job, Elden Ring. I hate you just as much as I always do, but I guess that's just how it is. That's how it be.
How you can hate Elden Ring. Like I
have no fun with it. That's why. Yeah.
You can maybe it's just because I'm a fucking build-making bitch, but like when I cook up some like stupid idea, then I have fun with it. Like let's get great stars. The one great hammer that has bleed on it. We're gonna put Bloodflame Blade on it. Then we're gonna use Prelit's Charge, this thing that has like 1,000,000 procs.
That's a Smo thing, right?
Yeah. Let's just call it the Smo weapon. You put the Smo weapon on it. So that thing already adds fire damage, and then when you add Bloodflame Blade, it adds to pre-existing blood. So now this thing is doing like 110 bleed per swing, per proc even. Like every single time Prelit's Charge like hits something and it hits things a lot. Plus the health bonus from like hitting anything gives you a flat health give back on Great Stars. And so what you can essentially do is then when you add this with the repeated damage tier, is now you have a fucking nuke. On Malenia, you can chunk like more than half of her health because like the bleed will proc 3 times in one use of it, and it'll like hit like 60 times. Very fun.
As I go to your event answer, I'm sure I'm sure it will get leaked. I don't know how R8 was leaked exactly, but I mean, of course, it's gonna get leaked. Everything gets leaked nowadays. I don't think you can have a game launch where it doesn't. He asked if the Pokemon next Gen 9 Pokedex would get leaked.
Oh,
of course it will, yeah. Alright. Can I buy my bigger... I can't buy my bigger fucking attaché case. I really want to get the bigger attaché case. This is why I also usually don't buy the TMP. Because it just takes up space that I kind of would rather have for other things. But nonetheless, this is me. Also, I think I'm coming back up to another boss.
What's the next boss?
You'll see. It's a very famous one. It's also why I bought the TMP, so hopefully I can burn through some TMP ammo here. But what were we talking about before we talked about Elden Ring and backstepping and shit? I feel like we were talking about something.
Yeah, we were talking.
Oh, we're just talking about Ari's general stupidity shit.
Well,
it's a very stupid video game.
Very, very stupid. I just want to say, I still have RE7, like, I only got past, like, the freaking, like, I got past, where was I last? I did, like, the weird, like, VHS thing where you play
Let me kick him!
Where you play as Ethan's girlfriend crawling away from the grandma.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the last thing I did. That was the last thing I did. And that's, like,
In the bug house, right?
Yeah, in the bug house. I did that, and then I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, they also get a lot more aggressive at night when they become...
And then, like, the next chase happened with the old grandpa who you ran over with a car, and the car exploded while he was being ran over. And he was on fire. You know.
Yeah, no, RE7 is also its own kind of brand of dumb. Like I said, that is like deep southern. Yeah, okay, it's like deep southern, like schlocky horror film, like Chainsaw Massacre kind of shit. You know?
Yeah, it's just
with like fight against the fucking crazy hillbillies.
They're a bit more like crazy hillbillies, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Lost Plagas, there it is. Yep. So yeah, sometimes when you try to kill them, the Lost Plagas will pop out, and I guess they'll show off because I want to get rid of one of these because they hate lights. Flashbangs, they die instantly. So that's a good use for your flashbangs if you have like a whole crowd of Lost Plagas to deal with. I shouldn't have used it there, but I have a full inventory and I just wanted to get rid of something, so I saw an opportunity and I took it. Nonetheless, that is some more inventory freed up now.
Dude, I've kind of turned my entire brain around on the whole Last of Us 2 story thing. I don't think it's like the best thing ever, but I feel like I don't want to join the majority of people who hate it because like Ellie and Dina are gay. Like a lot of people
hate it because of that.
Yes, a lot of people hate it. Here, like, have you seen like?
No.
There's so many.
I know a lot of people hate it because I mean Joel obviously
Well, like, I also want to say, I think the people who hate it because of that are a bunch of babies, like, okay, like...
No, I disagree. The way he was killed was really stupid.
Well, like, I will admit how he died.
Like, I think everyone expected him to die, but the way he died was really, really stupid.
Well, like, dude, the point is that Joel is getting more quote-unquote stupid in The Last of Us.
That's stupid!
Well, like, let's think about it. He is becoming a more humanistic and, like...
Yes, and that's stupid of him.
He's becoming... Yes, and that's stupid of him. And that's the whole point. He's becoming more stupid because he's becoming a more good person because of Ellie. And because of that, he makes a slip-up because he wants to help people because he's a good person. And because he's being a good person, he dies, which is the entire point of The Last of Us hammered through the main character, which is a succinct way of getting across the point of the first game in the opening hours of the second game, which creates a good thing for new people.
That's untrue.
And hammers
That's very
it home,
untrue. That
and
created
hammers
a good
it home
thing for people.
for old people. And then also it kicks off a pretty, like, the premise is also pretty good. Like, oh, now we're really mad that Joel is dead, okay? You the player, are very mad that Joel is dead. You want to play as Ellie and go kill Abby.
So play as Abby for 10 hours.
And the reason they do that is because they want you to hate the shit out of her. They want you, but then they also want you to feel conflicted about her because she had motivation to kill Joel.
They gave the issue with that is they put that motivation 10 hours after you play as Ellie, and then it's like it's like, oh look, her dad was so good. He saved a zebra. Look how good he was. Even though in the first game he was totally willing to kill a child because of a possibility of a possibility.
It's not even the possibility of a possibility. Like, okay, if there's a possibility of a possibility to save the world from a zombie apocalypse,
that wouldn't save the world from a zombie apocalypse. That wouldn't save the world.
Okay, how would it not?
Explain to me how. Okay. They have a cure. They have a cure, so people who will get infected by spores or bitten will no longer turn to zombies. Okay, how does that fix the world?
There's clearly a way for people to be organized in this time period. Okay.
Okay.
So if at major cities they put up these things basically, and then they just made everybody be in those major cities, then everybody else who just turned into these like fungal zombies, they could gun down because they're unsavable, and they would just inject everybody else that are in the cities with the vaccine. Therefore, the population would be small, but everybody would be quarantined together. There would be people, and eventually everything else that is infecting everybody would die, and people would build up an immunity over time. It is a long-term way of saving the world.
Wasn't that already what was kind of happening? They are like the big cities were already quarantined and the government was doing its thing,
but
and
it's
the different
impossible
factions
for
were
them.
doing
But
their
the thing
thing.
is, it was impossible for them to build a
So, sir, you're
community
ignoring the fact that the Fireflies and the government hate each other, and the fact that literally in Last of Us 2, there's an entire group of crazy religious people who are killing people, along with the WLF who are killing people. It's like, sir, you're. Like things
But the
like
thing is, it would save it from the other
the whole point of Last of Us 2 and many of the zombie stories is like, oh, the zombies are the monsters, but humans are the actual monsters.
Also, explain to me why Joel had to kill her. Why to kill her father?
Well, because the video game made you.
Joel
wanted
to.
The video game made you, and then the game tells you look how bad you are for doing it.
Joel wanted to.
This is exactly what ludonarrative dissonance is. This is what ludonarrative dissonance is.
Even then, the other thing is that it doesn't even matter that her dad wasn't the best person. Still think, if your dad was if you loved your father,
yeah,
and somebody
I'm not
killed
gonna say.
your father,
I'm not saying she's not. What she did doesn't make sense from her perspective, but I don't care about her. So who cares?
Well, the fact that you don't. But the thing is, it still makes sense. You're not supposed to like her. But that's not.
Yeah,
the
but
point.
then you say that, but then they try to push you to like her. So they make her super unlikable, but then they try to make her likable. They did it. They should have made her likable and then made her do the bad thing. It should have opened with her, like, because you know how it's halfway through the game, you play as her and you get the flashback where you're like with her friends and she has a dog and all that shit. They should have done that first and then made it so she killed Joel. Instead, they open with, she killed Joel and then her friends spit on his corpse, and so you hate them. So it's like the entire game is hating them.
I'm not saying the game's okay. I will admit the game's pacing is schizophrenic. It makes no fucking sense. I will say the game's story. I will say the game's story at base. The premise is good and it's creative. Okay, how many games do you?
I'm not gonna say it's creative. No.
How many games do you stop halfway through and play as the villain?
Metal Gear Solid 3. That's not how physics work.
That's very fair, actually. Wait a second. Still, that's Kojima. He's in another realm, okay? We exclude him, okay? What I'm trying to say here is I feel like Last of Us 2 gets shit. I feel like, especially because of the reason, a lot of people. One of my favorites is like I don't care. The
dog has returned.
I don't care about Donkey's POV on games. I just think it's funny.
I think his POV is kind of shit usually, honestly.
Some of his POVs are pretty good though. Some of them. I'm trying to think of. Where's a good one? POV that you think is really bad?
I think his POV on Last of Us 2 is really bad. I think his POV on doesn't he like fucking shit on the Soul series?
Gabe? No, he loves the Soul series. What are you talking about?
I forget. No, okay, he had some take on some game about some. I forget it was difficulty or something. Where he I am doing very badly against this boss. So I'm trying to argue with you about Last of Us 2. Okay, all right. How am I alive? I want to die there.
You think he's okay? I will say, I think for people who don't play Dark Souls 1 a lot and they don't know everything about Dark Souls 1, I think Dark Souls 1.
Didn't he also shit on Octopath Traveler and people got really mad at him for that?
Well, yeah, that's because he hates JRPGs. He doesn't like slow, grindy games. He doesn't. One of his least favorite things is that. Which, like, yeah, it's a really biased perspective to base your opinion off.
Why? Okay, I'm gonna.
But still.
Yes.
I've never played Octopath Traveler. Is it good?
I've heard it's good. I've not played it either because I also don't really care about JRPGs in general. Yeah. But no, I'd have to look at his some of the games. I remember there are multiple takes of his where I'm just like, this is stupid. I also don't particularly find his I mean maybe it's just me. I don't particularly find his humor that funny. That is just a personal me thing, but it's just like
that's very sad.
I don't know. It's just him going like, I said a thing in a vaguely funny kind of New York accent, and I guess that's humorous.
I just find it really stupid. Also, let me enjoy the things I enjoy, Quentin.
You enjoy Last of Us 2?
Okay, maybe I don't enjoy Last of Us 2, but still, I do think.
Which I still want to let you go on the fact that like it's a unique, interesting idea. It's like, okay, you play as the villain for a little bit, but the execution.
Even
is shit.
then,
Ideas are cheap. I want to point that out. Ideas are cheap.
I do agree. Execution is king. I will agree. I do think though.
Because I was gonna say, you say it's a really unique idea, but like the entire story is it's a very basic revenge bad story, right? It's a very basic theme and story. That it's also contrasted by how many games do we have? You say it's unique, but it's like we have God of War Ragnarok coming out. That's for sure gonna kill Kratos, by the way. And I'm sure people are gonna love that game a lot more. Because I'm sure it's going to do a very good death. I'm sure it's going to do a very good death scene for Kratos, as opposed to Joel's death scene, which is pretty shit. And then we also have, that's around the same time, the same year Last of Us 2 came out, Ghost of Tsushima came out, and that's also a revenge story. However, that story gave you some agency, and it did force you to do certain things, but it gave you some agency and let you choose your ending.
Doesn't that story give you like no agency?
No, like, you at least get to choose your ending. But as far as the agency goes, it forces Jin to do a technically evil thing. But I mean,
isn't like Jin like a super evil person? Like all I remember from like reviews of that game. Well, I remember like
I recommend playing. It's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I remember it's really pretty. Like it's really pretty.
Very pretty. It's very pretty.
It's like really, really, really pretty.
It's very.
But I remember the story being kind of shit because like Jin is a sociopath.
That is not true. Even if you, well, I mean, you say bad person, it's like he's fighting a war against a bunch of fucking Mongols. How bad of a person really are you when you're comparing to these people who are literally raping and murdering your entire island?
Well, yeah, but like, it's mostly also just that. I don't fucking know, dude. All I remember from
so yay, dog.
All I remember from like hearing reviews of that game were that it looked really pretty. That's like really all I remember from people talking about that game.
It did look very pretty. Yeah, that's probably one of its art direction and its cinematography and everything is probably its strongest suit.
I remember people called combat kind of shit because
the combat's fine. It's not shit. It's similar to like
really average.
It's similar to like Arkham Combat if you ever played that, but with some and you do some cool moves and it is kind of flashy. But yeah, the combat's fairly average. I'm not gonna say it's anything amazing, especially compared to like actual action games.
I was about to say like, why would I play?
But I mean, once again, it's like I don't know. Once I don't know. Would you say Last of Us? I like Last of Us 1. I don't think that game's combat is good at all. It's like average to kind of a janky like third-person zombie game. It's got worse gameplay than this game I'm playing right now, which came out in 2005.
Some people would be very mad at you saying that. I am not one of them.
I'm about to say it's true. Who's gonna be mad at me for saying that? It's true. I'm correct.
A lot of there's like a surprising amount of people who think Last of Us gunplay is like God's gift to Earth.
It's like average. It's fucking fine.
I've never
people
played
like it
Last
because it has some decent detail and there is some cool detail and stuff, but like it's not. I'd play so many other like the only reason I'd play Last of Us is for its story because Last of Us is overall a very average and mid game. I'm gonna say this right now. The thing about it though, Joel and Ellie, wonderful, great. It's a classic, really well done, kid and disgruntled adult go on an adventure, and the kid makes the adult, kind of open up, and you get the past that he's lost his own kid and all this. It's a good story. It's quite good. It's simple, but it's good because you don't need to be. I think a lot of things misunderstand nowadays, games and movies and shows, that you don't need to be complicated to be good, you just need to be good to be good. And Last of Us 1, your mic just crackled, are you okay there? Is simple and good. Another good example is, Cyberpunk came out recently. That's a very simple story, but it's quite good.
Cyberpunk...
It's refreshingly, it's like refreshingly simple. Because so many
I would say like the story itself is simple. The themes it presents you with are kind of unique, if that makes sense. Like, what's the word?
Well, wait. By the speaking of themes, do you mean like the themes of like the nihilism of all of Night City and kind of like like you live fast, die hard, go out with a bang, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, like that.
Which is a very what's the word? It's a very intrinsic. It's a very intrinsic theme of the cyberpunk genre. Fucking stupid fucking dogs, I hate them.
It's also like I just feel like a lot of the I feel like the way it does, like, because you know how, like, Cyberpunk,
Fuck
like,
off, these dogs! I hate God! They suck so fucking
Are
much.
RE4 dogs worse than BSD dogs?
Yes, they're the worst. These things suck. Especially there's a level later in the game where there's, like, a bunch of them shoved into a fucking maze. It's the fucking... Ooh, these dogs are the absolute worst.
The best game, though. Best game, right?
I mean,
right?
yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, you know, they have shitty enemies. And, I mean, you know, they're worse because they're just like they just suck to fight. Not that they're necessarily broken or anything. They are just they're just. How do I describe this? It's like what's an enemy in Dark Souls that sucks to fight, but it's not like bad.
A lot of what's a Blighttown enemy?
They're not very hard though. That's the thing. Like these dogs, like, Blighttown enemies aren't very hard usually.
What about the boulder guys?
I don't think they're very hard.
Okay, well, like... Oh, I know one. The golems in Anor Londo, when you first get there.
Oh, yeah, the big giants? Yeah, okay, yeah, those things.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that can heal, and, like, if you hit the shield, you do no damage. Yeah, those things can...
Yeah. And, like, I hate when, like, they perfectly roll catch you with their stupidly long and slow halberd swings.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I could say, like, probably, like, some, like, strong knight enemies from Elden Ring. Where it's like, I would... Or, actually, you know, hey, you played Sekiro, the fucking double Naginata guys.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those, oh my god, those fuckers. One of my favorites is, like, there's, like, that...
boss of the area.
I know, right? Dude, that one Aggie video, there's like that one Aggie video, he has like multiple, but
where
like,
all the enemies are the fucking, double Naginata men?
No, it's way better. It's like these like, he does like the Resurrection mod, and then he does another one that's more obscure, but even more crazy, and in that one, they make the double Naginata into an absolute asshole.
More so than they already are.
No, because they make it into a boss that 99% of its attacks are really fast lightning attacks that you cannot do anything but lightning reflect, but they are like multi-procking as well, so you have to lightning deflect right at the end of them, and it sucks. And they also have a ton of health, apparently. It looked like absolute ass.
That sounds like fun. Action game.
Action game. I will stand. I honestly, I feel like Sekiro is a character action game, but
it's arguably, yeah.
I would say it is. You play as a character. You play as a defined character.
Which is technically all action video games, pretty much. But this is a weird line we draw between genres because genres.
No. I would say because you play as a defined character. Okay, you do not create this character. This character has a defined personality, a defined look, a defined like unique characteristic about them. Does that make sense? Like they're
their own character. They're not a self-insert character. They're their own character.
Yeah, and like at base they do. You have to play them how that character is played. Okay, in Sekiro, if you do not parry and be aggressive and hit and like do what you need to do, you're getting fucked. Okay. Yet at the same time, like in a lot of like in character action games, you can gain skills that diversify you from other players as you're going through the game. But what makes people hesitant to call Sekiro a character action game is because it has a Souls level design, it has Souls healing, it has Souls items, it has like it plays like a Souls game, like it feels like a Souls game, and like overall like it's a character action game, like, you know how in Devil May Cry, how, like, it's a character action game balanced around aggressive attacks and, like, different types of attacks that, like, you can use to juggle your opponents, or in Bayonetta, where it's, like, the same thing, or in God of War, where it's, like, the same thing. In God of War, you just kind of button mash, but there's same difference. Like, you were attacking a shit ton. In Sekiro, you were using a Yeah, in Sekiro, instead of using a diversified amount of attacks, you're using a diversified amount of defensive maneuvers.
down.
Should I
Everything's gonna be
like
just
they do a
fine.
lightning thing? You like
name's Leon.
I jump up
I'm
and
under the president's order
like
to rescue
basically
you.
depending on what they do, you have to do a specific action, which basically
right.
because enemies
I
have
have
to
to
have a
get you
lot
out
of
of here.
actions
Now
for
come
this
with
to
me.
get challenging. You also have a lot of actions in response to this. Like you have a different thing to do for
It's Leon. I've
thrust. You have a
succeeded in
different thing to do
extricating
for
my
sweeps.
subject.
You have a thing for
Good
general.
work, Leon. I'll
For
send
general
you
stuff,
That's
you
kind
have
of
different-
what
There's the extraction
that's even
point.
You
actually
have
kind
different-
of
There's
what
another trail that you can take to get out
Tsushima
of the
does, where
village.
it's like,
The
yeah,
chopper
you
will
get
pick you up
upgrades where it's
beyond
like you
there.
can
Got it.
react to like
I'm on
certain
my way.
attacks in certain ways, where it's like, oh, an enemy has a shield, you can either whittle them down or go to this stance and break the shield like through attacking or parrying, or you can use this move and blow through it, or you can like deflect and hurt immediately. You can do all sorts of things. Anyway, Ashley is here now. This game is now a fucking escort mission. It might actually be the best escort mission ever made though, because it's actually not bad.
Isn't BioShock Infinite pretty good?
It's not bad. Well, Infinite, BioShock is good, but Infinite is. Actually, action button. So you can do things with Ashley. You can make her wait or follow. You can make her even hide in certain areas, so she doesn't do anything. However, the one bad thing about
Wait,
her
you
is you
can
can in fact
control
shoot
her?
her and kill her. No, you can't control her, but you can make her like. Well, there's a section in the game where you play as her for a little bit, but you can like make her like hide in a closet while you like deal with a group of enemies. That being said, the enemy's AI will be like, go to the closet and get her out. So you have to be careful.
Well, that's kind of stupid. Why would, like, oh yes, this thing that I have no way of knowing where it is, and somebody else is shooting at me at this moment.
Well, because I think they can see you put her in there. But yes.
Well, like, okay, what if you do an experiment where you put her in the closet, and then you
That's to balance out the fact, because obviously otherwise what people would do is they'd leave her there, then do the entire game, and then go back and pick her up. This is to prevent you from doing that.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
That would
The
be.
speedrun strat.
Just leave the president's daughter behind.
Yeah. Don't play the game.
Alright.
Like, are there any
Issue.
cutscenes where she's present? It would be really funny if that was an option to just leave her and then like.
Yeah, but I think those cutscenes happen after where it's like, oh, you need Ashley to continue past this point.
Oh, that'd be so funny if instead of like doing that, you like the cutscene is just a completely different cutscene and like, at the end of the cutscene, like you die or something for some reason. That'd be pretty good.
So you can in fact shoot and kill her, so be careful.
If you must know.
She'll usually actually duck though. Actually, like when you like aim towards her, she'll like duck so you can hit enemies. She's got some good AI, or all right AI. I should say, not good.
What do you want?
I was gonna
Honestly,
say,
it's
why
better
is-
than those video
Demonstrate to
games.
the whole world.
Is it better
our
than the
astounding
Daikatana
power
AI?
of code.
Yes, I'm
No
assuming yes.
longer will the United States think they can police
I never
the
played
world
Daikatana. I've just seen that
forever.
one JonTron video, but yes.
So, we
I've seen like that one
kidnapped
Matt
the
Muscles video and that's
president's
it.
daughter
I have not seen an
in
actual
order to
video
give
on
her
that.
our power, and then send her back.
No.
He really
Doing
paints
fun.
John Romero to be like either the coolest guy ever or the most asshole-ish guy ever. And you can't really decipher which one it
Something
is.
in my neck.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her.
Kind of both,
little
really.
Gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell
That's
of
what
a
you get.
Kind of-
party when she returns home to her loving father.
Both, but not really.
This is a very cheesy action
Before
movie here.
that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation. Believe it or not, it takes quite
It's
a
weird.
lot of
Sadler's like
money.
anti.
keep this church
He's like anti-charisma
running.
and anti-cool in every way, but that
leads you
actually makes him
nowhere,
like kind of
Sadler.
work in a weird way. It's very
Oh, I
strange.
believe I forgot to tell.
He's
He's like
anti-
Leon literally makes a joke later in the game where it's like, oh, you had an elder. He's like, you had like a senior citizen
Oh, I
moment.
truly hope you like our small.
It's
but
like, yeah, he's just an
special
old man who's like, I guess I'm
contribution.
doing this now,
When the eggs
and I'm wearing a
hatch,
weird fucking
you will
evil
become
man
my
cloak.
puppet.
It's like you don't need to be doing that, Sadler. Come on.
Involuntarily, you'll do as I say. I'll have total control over your mind.
Like, listen, yeah, I'll have
Don't you
total
think this
control
is a
over your mind. It's like, this is
revolutionary
some
way
B
to
movie dialogue,
promulgate
bro.
one's faith?
Sounds more like an alien
Sounds
invasion.
like you
if
made him
ask
sound
me.
like when I heard that I heard.
Oh, so
Like-
these guys.
You remember like stupid Megamind from Sky High?
I don't remember a Megamind.
No, remember like the guy with like the huge head
I
from
did
Sky
not remember
High.
that. No, I vaguely
Who was-
remember Sky High. I do
Happen to
not
us.
remember that bit. I assume he's a
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
Wait, did he get turned
He's
into a
a
baby?
teacher.
Get out of it.
Yes, he's the one
Okay,
who
yes,
got
I remember
turned-
that scene.
he got turned into the baby. He had a huge bulbous head, and he had like a Dr. Evil suit on. And like, I don't know why, when you spoke in the Sadler voice, I was immediately reminded of him for some reason, which should not be the case.
It's, I don't know, dumb, cheesy movies. God, you see, Sky High is a fucking movie, bro. I've not watched that in literally years.
That should be a movie night, I'm telling you.
It should be on the, maybe it's, who knows, maybe it's on the list. I don't know what they have on their
It should be on the list. If it's not on the list,
they have a lot of things on their wheel, sir. I don't know that. Alright, this is an issue. On the bright side, my inventory looks wonderful, I gotta say. What?
Nothing. I was just, I played, we had like a sub for English class, and so like, on like my computer, I like boot up board button because I'm a fucking 11-year-old. And
you boot up what? Sorry.
Do you know what board button is? It's a really stupid website that like people use when they're very bored in class. Well, there's a variety of different like, you know what I mean? Time wasters. But the thing is, there was like this one that was like this really shitty knockoff of Tetris, and I kept playing it for like no reason. And I was like, why am I playing this? I could literally go to a website and play Tetris right now.
But to
why
say
am
you
I
can
playing
play
this
other,
really shitty
yeah, you could go to coolmathgames.com.
I was going to say, go to Cool and play Idle Breakout. Or I could play Cookie Clicker.
Bro. Damn it. This
Dude,
is an issue.
Dude, I found out, one time I was like playing Cookie Clicker and I found out for the first time what the stock market was, and I immediately, my mind was blown.
That's, you know, I suppose that's kind of funny. I'm gonna use a TMP to blow some TMP ammo, I suppose. That's what I'll do. Bad guys, come out, I need to blow TMP ammo. The shotgun shells. Damn it, I have no fucking inventory space. This is an issue. Can I take 2 of them? Yes, I can. Alright, well, whatever, I can live with this is a big issue for me. Very big issue.
Biggest issue.
But yeah, no, we have worms. That's official. That's the lore of RE4. You do in fact have worms because you've been infected with Las Plagas. That's just how that works. Funny. I should be able to hopefully buy a bigger attaché case up here, though. If not, then I'm gonna have to sell some shit because I'm really not using the grenades. I'll probably just sell them, honestly. I don't really use them often outside of the specific uses for them, and then maybe a couple times with incendiary and flashbang. Regular grenades are kind of lame. Eat the items. I mean, to be fair, that's usually what you do. That is the goal. And with the herbs, you do just, I guess, eat them, I assume. You just fucking shove them into your mouth hole.
Got some rare things.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Oh, the Red 9. I don't care. Red 9's kind of weird, too. I believe I remember correctly, it's got stronger power. However, I think it's very unruly, and it shoots really fucking weirdly. And it's like the weird old Nazi guns, or the Mausers, or whatever they're called. Stock for the Red 9, make it a little bit better. Stock for TMP.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Is that all? Is that all? Thank you. Is that?
Might as well spend
is that
money.
all? What are you buying?
Plenty of it to spend, right?
Not enough cash, stranger. What are you selling?
Yeah, I know. Have you watched anything else fun recently? Anything cool, interesting besides... I mean, you watched Cyberpunk, obviously, so that's something.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, I watched Cyberpunk. I've been watching, I've been watching the Chainsaw Mans, the Mob Psychos, I haven't watched Spy X Family or MHA as much. I need to catch up on those.
I am one behind because I think the new Spy X Family episode came out today, in fact, so I've not watched that one yet, unfortunately. And it's good. It's been fun so far. I've been enjoying it. Even the episode where Yuri showed up, I'm like, I hate that Yuri's here, but this was a good episode.
Wait, Yuri showed up?
Yeah, Yuri showed up for a little bit. He did. He just for a quick gag and like
Let's go. Best character.
Fuck off.
What are you buying? What are you
I
buying?
agree. Do you actually like Yuri, or is that just
Not enough
ironic
gas.
enjoyment?
I feel like my
What are you
ironic
selling?
enjoyment of him has turned into unironic enjoyment of him. Like, I feel like
Just
he's
because
so...
I hate him?
Yeah, maybe that's why. Because, like, dude, he's... I think, like, how he's supposed to be so hated that all of his really hateable moments, like, they're capitalized by really stupid and funny things. Like, I just really
Thank
enjoy
you.
them for some reason.
I don't know. I hate him because I just hate that archetype in general, like
What
that
are you
fucking
buying?
weird
Is that old?
pseudo-incest fucking...
Thank
Not,
you.
even, it's
Is
not even
that
necessarily
old?
full-on incest, it's just a weird fucking
Thank you.
archetype that is
Is
so...
that old, stranger?
It's just obnoxious to me, and I dislike it
Is that
greatly.
old? Thank you.
And they shove it down your face, because that's pretty much the only joke that person ever has. So it's like, you get it? So if you don't find it funny, well, guess what? You're stuck with it.
What are you selling?
What are you
But-
selling? What are you buying?
But he finds his sister very attractive.
Is that old,
kill you.
stranger?
It's like that one. What's that one
Thank
character
you.
in fucking
are you
Black
buying?
Clover who's like that? The Mirror Man. Man in the mirror. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that old, stranger?
No, wait, Mirror Man?
Yeah, it's the Mirror Man. He loves his daughter. He loves his sister a lot. That guy with the dumb hair.
There's a lot of people with dumb hair
Thank
in
you.
big animes.
Okay, well, but the part
What
of the
are
Black
you
Bull is his
buying?
power is mirrors. Gauche, Raznik is saying. Yeah, he has like the gray hair, kind of like swept over his eye. He loves his sister a lot. He has the mirror magic, so I think he like deflects things, and like
Oh,
can create like mirror copies of himself, if I remember correctly. I could be
I
completely
think I remember
wrong
who
on
you're-
this. I probably should have
I
said
know,
Stampy.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He sucks,
Yeah,
though,
that
right?
makes
He sucks.
What are you selling?
No, he's great. You tell me you,
You
don't
didn't even
love
you didn't even remember
Is that
him.
old,
Gauche?
stranger?
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
no.
old?
I was just
What are
I'm
you
pranking you,
buying?
bro.
All right, bro. All right, buddy. Fuckhead.
What the? Oh, come on.
What do you mean, come on? Don't tell me, come on. He has a mirror. Oh, he does. Oh, that's why he has the air from his eye. I forgot that he has a mirror eye. At least he gets more to his character than Love's sister. I don't remember if he did from what I watched. Granted, like I said, I dropped out after the first like big arc, so I can't really say, I suppose.
Yeah, because this man is cringe. Not a real fan.
What, that I dropped Black Clover after 100 episodes? Or that
Honestly,
I watched it for 100 episodes in the first place. Is that the more cringe part of it?
Well, then that would mean I'm even more cringe, and that can't be the case.
Well. Do we want to have that discussion?
Quentin, I'm sorry, I'd call you more cringe than me.
I think the fact that you would say that makes you automatically more cringe. It's like oh, I'm so much more humble than you. But in saying that, it's like you're less humble there.
But at the same, well, the thing is, when you give yourself a compliment, you are the opposite of that compliment immediately afterwards, which is very unfair because it just shows that the other person who is watching you come all over yourself
What?
is very insecure about themselves.
Why do you have to word it like that?
Because it was a way of making you extremely uncomfortable.
And thus, you're cringe? I don't get this.
No, thus, you are cringe because you are uncomfortable by me being better than you.
What? You're just saying things. You're just saying bullshit. You're just fucking. This is literally fucking back it up with a source. I made it up. It's what you are doing
You
right
wonder
now.
why I'm so good at debate? Like, this is why.
You just make the other person hate you so much they eventually just say fuck you and thus lose the debate.
I wish that were true. Dude,
Is
you
that
say
a
fuck-
strategy some people employ? Just make the other person so angry they just like lose all sense of logic and like fucking structure to their argument, so they just have them insult them, and that way you win. Because I forget,
No,
do
because
you win by
they-
default? Just somebody
no.
just does that?
No, people have said, like, in PFD, which is like the angry debate, where basically
debate.
it's the aggressive debate. like in policy, which is the one I do, which I should not do because I'm a very angry person, as you know.
As I know, yes.
But yeah, in policy, basically what you do is you debate your debate round is an hour and 30 minutes long, which is painful. But you basically the AF presents you present a plan based on the resolution, and then this year it's emerging technologies in NATO, so it's very, very fun. Like our AF, for example, is ethical AI. Like the U.S. should cooperate with NATO.
Fuck off, game! Once again.
To like be better at ethics and AI and NATO and stuff. It's basically a ton of bullshit later. Like after like your speech where you list out all this basically evidence that support your claims upon how it's good to do the thing that you want to do, the opponent gets to question you on your plan. Okay. Usually, in cross-examination, which is what this is called, the person who's being questioned cannot question back in any sense. And you have the complete authority as soon as the other person starts to question when they're not supposed to. You can just immediately be like, "This is my cross-ex," and
Shut
you
up.
do not seem like an asshole.
See, this is why I kind of find like the idea of like structure, like the way they structure debate in schools and stuff. I find that stupid because like who actually talks like that?
Well, the point is that when you actually talk, the point is that when you were actually arguing, nobody makes any fucking sense. In debate,
well, this seems like it's just like oh, you can just be like, oh, shut up, I'm talking. It's like it seems childish almost.
But well, it's not even that. It's like when you say that it's because it's a rule. It's very complicated. But the thing is, in PFD, instead of having public forum debate, the normal man,
were you gonna say the thinking man's debate?
Yeah, it's a thinking man's debate.
God,
you know, the one where instead of cross-examination, you have crossfire.
Crossfire? Is that actually real, or is that just?
Yes, it's literally called crossfire because what you do is after each speech, instead of one person questioning the other, people ask questions back and forth. What usually happens though, this is not back and forth. The person who is more assertive and has the bigger dick, basically.
I see.
Basically, questions.
I see.
He's like, you need to seem polite. They're like, you have the first question, and as soon as they're done with your question, and you answer it very shortly yet concisely, and like give out, basically you kill them on their question. Then you give the other 19 questions you're basically afforded in that 2-minute time span, and you seem like the biggest dick ever. And that's basically what it is. There's this one and usually this PFC is a partner meeting, okay? And so there's the last crossfire is called Grand Crossfire, okay? Where both people from each team can ask everybody questions. And they used to have, they had to make a rule where you could not stand up during Grand Crossfire because fist fights would break out.
See, everyone just has to sit down, like very politely while the bullshit is happening.
Literally, if you get up, you'll be docked points. You'll be docked speaker points because
Leon! This is where the Leon comes from.
In semifinals and finals, people get so fucking angry at each other.
I can see that,
like, they get so angry at each other because they want to win. They've been into this debate tournament. They've gone through quarterfinals. They want to win. Okay, so they will say fist fights have broken out. But still, what usually happens is it's the PFD is probably the most based form of debate because it's just two people screaming at each other in between speeches.
I like how the best form of debate is the simplest form of like what it's actually like in life, where you just yell at the other person.
Yeah, and then you like
that's what it should be. That's the correct way.
Yeah, policy is for all the nerds. I don't know why I did it this year. It makes you better at PFD though when it comes to actually constructing speeches and stuff. But that's not fun. That's school shit that I've had to be absorbed in. Dude, I've been so busy lately. Why high school stuff?
Oh wow, it really does it now.
Yeah, I know, right? Kind of crazy.
Let's say discovering that school sucks. Fucking what?
Well,
9, 10 grades into it.
Well, dude, like normal school is easy.
What the fuck?
No, that's not the right. That's not the right word. I mean, like up to middle school is easy. Then you get to high school and it gets harder. Mostly just like workload shit.
I'm sure it's I was gonna say it's not even really harder. like,
it's more annoying.
Is it even would you even call that bureaucracy? It's, I don't know, what do you, just fuck, it's like school's somehow worse than bureaucracy. I don't know.
I would... Very, very difficult institution.
Yeah. Says the fucking prep school boy, too.
Hey, that actually makes my school harder. I get a lot more homework than a lot of others.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was talking to my friends. Like, well, one of my friends, she used to go. I used to go to school with her. She was very nice. She did. She's very smart. She's much smarter than me, and she goes to a public school that I used to go to. And she is in she's technically in higher courses than I am. And I was asking her about her workload, and her workload is overall like half mine. And I'm like, holy fuck, what did I get into?
Once again, prep school, like a loser.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna look so good on like the on my college app though. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, you will. That is true.
Yeah. I don't even know what I want to do for college. I should not be thinking about that right now.
In this day and age, you kind of have to, though. Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, that's the sad thing. I'm playing Borderlands 2 and thinking about what college I want to do. Like, makes no sense. Is this commentary enjoyable to you people?
Let's say everybody enjoying the talk about debate. Very interesting.
Subscribe to Race Kalos. Right, Vexlos?
Basically, right, Vexlos. That would be right next.
Yes, please leave a comment and subscribe, as well as like. And if you really want to, you can ring the bell.
Yeah, let's say hit that dumb bell.
No,
yeah,
ring the bell.
Oh yeah, sorry. Punch the bell in the face, or whatever Jacksepticeye says.
No,
how long has the bell been around? Because I remember that was a new thing on YouTube, you know? And I was like, this is dumb and cringe. I don't think this is going to stick around. It's been around for a while now, hasn't it?
It's punch that like button in the face.
Sorry, punch that like button in the face.
That's a terrible Irish accent.
You can do better?
Well,
Ashley, where are you? Ashley? You're not screaming Leon. Okay, there we are. Let's say.
You're not screaming
how am I supposed to know where you are if you don't scream Leon?
After, isn't, at the end of the game, she wants to have sex with Leon or something like that?
Ah, damn it, I knew it was there and I tried to avoid it. Fucking
isn't
bitch.
she, under
She
16?
might be 17, I'm not sure how old. Well, to be
fair,
on one hand, look at her, there's no way she's under 16. Fuck off. Fuck off, Japanese video game. What do you mean? What are you saying?
No, I'm saying how do you know? How do you know? But how do you know? This is a
That's what I'm saying. It's a Japanese game. Yeah, exactly.
I was
fuck off. That's what I'm saying though. Fuck off. She's under 17 or 18 or whatever.
She is 14.
Well, we were watching. We were
in Japan.
Yeah,
you can be 14 and you can have sex with a 70-year-old man. Think about that. That is the society you live in.
To be fair, this society does give us some pretty cool anime sometimes, bro. So, are we really gonna judge pedophilia that hard? We should, yes.
Whoa. Think about what you say, Gordon. Think about what you say.
I don't know. I made in Abyss is a cool story. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's gonna be real sad if that author does end up going to jail because of pedophilia or something, and we just never get the end of that story. It's like, that's a shame.
Also, it would be hilarious based on this argument.
It would be.
Wait, did I just say argument? Wait, what the fuck?
It's just conversation, but yes.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I will rebuttal your constructive.
You're just saying things now. You're just saying things with no coherency or linking between what's the word? Logical
part of a
line.
disadvantage where you link it to the other person's case. Oh,
Lady. What are you doing? She is Jesus Christ, this woman is insane. See that shit?
Dude,
Ashley, come on, run in
Tower
here.
defense time, a 5, which is a literal mobile game at this point.
Is 5 at all? I mean, how many balloons games are there? I know there's a lot. I had a friend who was, or a person, acquaintance at work, coworker, let's just say that because that's the easiest thing to say, who was playing it and he's talking about that. She's like, yeah, there's a lot nowadays.
Also, I've noticed a lot of my friends are playing God of War, and like that makes me happy that like they're probably playing it so they can play Ragnarok.
But yeah, they're playing it so they can catch up for. Really? You fucking hit her? Hey, come
Dude,
on,
I'm excited for Ragnarok.
Me too. I actually, I genuinely am. I really am.
I'm more excited for it than I was for Elden Ring at this point because I'm like, if
but to say, if it actually ends up being good, that'll be really good.
If it ends up being good, it'll be better than Elden Ring.
Yes, and I can be happy then. Well, you know, I can be happy for a brief moment.
I was gonna say, you enjoyed Elden Ring. You enjoyed Elden Ring.
I enjoyed Elden Ring for 60% of 70% of it. Fuck off! No, don't kill her! God damn it!
The issue with Elden Ring is that like
this is a lot harder on professional. I should be running through here, but I should.
Harder difficulty?
Yes, it's professional. Actually, I don't remember if there's a phase RE4. There probably will be in the remake, because the remake of 3 added like 2 extra hard difficulties, which were bullshit because the 3 remake sucks, but they existed. If you wanted to experience that game in a harder, even worse mode. School's about answering what the teacher wants, not understanding the subject. Yeah, I mean that's true.
Wait, what's in the
Raznik was talking about what school is, which is technically true. I don't know, maybe prep school is better on that front, but generally, yeah, school is about answering what the teacher wants to hear or what the curriculum wants to. God damn it! What the curriculum wants to hear.
Teachers are just given a lot more freedom with how they create their own curriculum. Like,
I was say, is it more like a university or college where it's like the teachers kind of decide what they want to lecture about or what they want to do?
Oh, it was like my history teacher. Like he probably puts way too much work into it, but like he makes like these 15-year-long Google slides that like look like a pain in the ass to like.
He makes an entirely edited video.
Honestly, I would expect him to do that. He's an absolute madman. I don't like him, though.
I respect you, though.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Like, I can respect him, but I don't like him.
You just don't like the subject, or you just don't like him, or what?
History and stuff. But
I disagree. I think history can be pretty cool and fun at times.
Well, even then, like, it's not because I suck at the subject. I'm, like, the only one who speaks up in class. Everybody else sucks at that class. And I'm, like, over here, like,
which means which everybody appreciates that you take the bullets. Because nobody else wants to talk at all.
Yeah, like one here is like, okay, did anybody else do, like, the math homework? And everybody, of course, did it. And, like, but nobody was raising their hand to, like, fill it in. So I was like, yeah, the Seleucid Empire is right there. Like, yeah. Nobody else.
No one wants to talk.
Well, like, I'm fine with talking as long as I know that I'm right, you know? Does that make sense? Is that, like, really fucked up of me to say? Like, I'm fine with talking as long as I know that I'm right.
No, I mean, that makes sense. Why would you want to talk if you're wrong?
Your point, yeah. Why would I win?
So you're sitting there like an idiot, like, and then all of a sudden, you know, fucking, what do you think? The teacher will be like, alright, fine, let me explain this to you, stupid fucking child who doesn't know the subject matter. If I'm wrong. But if you're not wrong, you can be right, and you can, say...
You're not wrong, you are right.
That is true. Well, technically, you know what I mean. That is technically what is the logical way that's supposed to work. You fucking fucker!
You fucking fucker.
It's going very badly for me, I gotta say.
You fucking fucker sounds like a Rogue Warrior call-out.
I could, yeah.
Fuck my balls, man.
I do wonder how this AI will work, especially if the enemies are like faster and harder in the remake, like what they'll do to make her AI compensate, because despite the tank controls being janky, they're kind of half the reason that this works. And like in the remake, if I have to wonder, it's like, will she actually like properly like dodge or do things and like keep from fucking dying? Especially because it's going to be more fast-paced. Like the enemies and you are going to be moving around, like gunshots are going off. Like I do wonder, like how will this work? Will the escort mission be worse in the remake that comes out 15 years after the original? Is that possible?
I would laugh very hard. I would laugh.
Once again, why this game really shouldn't be remade, because at that point you're kind of playing with fire. There's a good chance that it could just suck wholesale. So why even bother? Is my ideology. I don't know if that's maybe a pessimistic ideology to have, but again, it's like if it could suck, why bother?
It's definitely pessimistic, but it's completely true.
It's completely justified and fair based off what we've seen of the industry and most.
I was gonna say, yeah. I remember the Donkey quote, because you know I'm very respected in this circle. He said something like, he was like, Starfield idea sounds cool. Issue though, Bethesda does not know how to do anything. And
anything.
Anything.
Just end it there, and it's like, you know what, kind of true though.
You're not wrong.
You're not 100% wrong.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it would be kind of like Starfield, you know, Bethesda, issue though. Bethesda does not know how to do anything. And the last big Western open world RPG was Cyberpunk 2077. So like,
that was open world Western RPG. Well, no, wait. CD Projekt Red is Poland, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, is European considered Western, or is that considered Eastern?
It's considered Western when we're, I guess, in the context of things, because usually when people say Eastern, they're referring to Asia and Japan. You know.
Therefore, yes.
Therefore, words mean nothing because we've made them mean nothing. Kind of, though. Society is kind of cringe, if we're being honest here.
Kind of cringe in DL.
I mean, is it not?
Very
Is it even edgy?
Yeah, I consider it pretty edgy.
Is that like the normal opinion, though, nowadays, or are all kids this edgy?
Yeah, I'd say all kids are edgy.
Well, I mean, all kids go through an edgy phase at some point in their life. That's inevitable.
I just feel like the most popular people in the world right now are going through their edgy phase all at the same time.
Elon Musk bought Twitter. He's real edgy right now, bro. Yeah, I'll make her hide here. In the dumpster.
Where she belongs.
Damn, bro. You can't keep getting away with like this. Sarah and the third party.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Hey, God, fucking. That stupid fucking. I think of the Lythero thing where it's like the stupid like GT Goku it makes like a your mom joke. And it's just like, you can't keep getting away with this. No.
Dude, Lythero. I love that Left 4 Dead 2 thing that he did. It was very fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Left 4 Dead 2 is one of those like those are one of the best games to mod, because there's always something hilarious about watching like an Eggman fights a wave of like Teletubbies while you're playing as fucking Sonic the Hedgehog or some garbage like that, you know? Or like you're Todd Howard with a shotgun shooting a bunch of
You're
Fallout.
Todd Howard with a shotgun with a Teletubby outfit of all things.
That's one of my favorite images in general. You know what I mean? You know, like sometimes there's just like those images, like they just go way too hard. That is an image that goes fucking hard, bro.
Yeah,
that is an amazing image. I fucking love that. Where it's like the ban hammer. You fucker. It's like a bad hammer and a blindfold to flail wildly, banning everyone who comes across his path. Like it's a wonderful, absolutely great. Internet Historian is pretty cool. He also has a playthrough. Cool, I remember I think he also has a playthrough Last of Us 2, where he also just gets bored partway through. Like, what is this? He never made a video on that game, did he? Unfortunately, I think that'd be really funny if he made a video on that game.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty cool, honestly. I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to think. I don't know how many like funny like reaction videos are there to like Last of Us 2. I think it's most people just being miserable at the like through the game, or like when Joel dies, or like at the ending when you let Abby go. Which that's okay. That's another thing where it's like I think the game really fucked up. It's like the fact that you let Abby go after all of this bullshit. It's like, are you kidding me? You let her go?
I think insult to injury is that what makes her let us go is that she remembers Joel, and I'm like that would have the opposite effect.
Oh yeah, you get the shot of Joel playing the fucking guitar, and it's like, kill her harder, right?
If it was Joel and he was thinking of Ellie while Abby,
he'd fucking like torture Ellie to death.
This side of
argumentation, Joel is not a good person. Like, I'll admit Joel is not a good person, but like, fuck, bro.
Yeah, I would recommend watching Democracy's review of Last of Us 2. He fucking hates the story.
Yeah.
You very much enjoy it. He goes into he very much dissects why people hate the story and why he hates the story and why it just makes people feel disgusted.
It really is very sad. And I think that is a big thing where it's like it's a revenge story done badly because it's like, oh, the cycle of revenge is bad. It just begets more revenge. But it's like, I think that's the wrong lesson it's trying to show, because it's like trying to show a cycle of violence, but like we're in a world of the apocalypse where there's zombies. That's really not applicable. I feel like that's a very less than ideal applicable theme to apply to this. I don't know. As opposed to, like, for example, say God of War, where it's like, oh, cycle of vengeance is bad and it, you know, violence begets violence. But the thing about that series though, Kratos got his revenge. He screams about revenge a lot. He got it. Like, and then he killed all of Greece to do it, but he got it. And but the reason that works though is then at the end of the game, end of 3, when it's like you look over like the fucking giant like apocalypse you have caused, and like the tsunami and like plague of locusts and the sun being blotted out and like storms and everything, and like he tries to kill himself, and Athena's like, "Fuck you," it's like, "Fuck off." And then it's just he just walks until he hits, I guess, Norway, and is now, you know, he's now in Viking land and settled down with a giant.
And then he meets his big titty anime giant GF.
I was about to say he did in fact do that. And it's just like, yeah, he's like this hollow, broken shell of a man, of a giant man, might I say, shell of a man. And it's like, yeah, I feel like this is a much, and you know, it's like he's trying to connect with his son, and not even necessarily atone, just be a person, like be a not horrible person for like a while. And
it's pretty hard to be a not horrible person, let's be honest.
Especially in ancient Greece and ancient, like any place where like the pantheons are real, everybody's a horrible person in that mythology. Like I don't think there's is there a good person really?
Prometheus is pretty cool. He didn't really do anything wrong. He just got in prison.
He got it really badly. Well, I guess he technically did something wrong by helping people.
Yeah, like literally, he just helps people, okay? Which I don't think is very fair. I think the real thing though is if he was not in prison, he would have done a ton of really bad things. Let's be honest, based on a lot of other people's track record in this.
Probably, yeah.
That was jeez.
You ever get so frustrated with the inner AGV and it comes out? Yes. Yes. You're talking to me? Yes. I often get quite upset at media. Mostly it's because of movies and stories and shows nowadays. It's less so video games.
You were talking to the Quentin.
Yes, you're talking to the angry man.
You're talking to the at Orange.
Yeah, I don't know. And like, I recently I was reading Hunter x Hunter because the new chapters are coming out for that finally again, and it's really good.
Hate it.
Yes, it's horrible. It's awful. I hate it. But yeah, no. So that was coming out, and that also, you know, it features Kurapika, a character who also is after revenge. And when he finally gets it and kills them, he's just like, I'm tired. This is hollow and shitty. I don't feel better. I'm gonna go be depressed and try to get the eyes of my family back. And he does. I mean, he's doing it. He's technically doing it. It's just really not good for him. In fact, it's quite explicitly bad for him. Like I think at like the end of the York New York, where like he's in the bed and like Leora is like, dude, you gotta take a chill pill, bro. And he's like, yeah, probably. He's like, that's a real mood. I like Kripik. He's a very good character, and he's technically the main character of the arc in the manga right now. technically, because the fact that Gon is now gone from the story.
Oh. Is he gonna come back? I'm gonna guess like after a while, like Kurapika's just gonna like fizzle out, and then like Gon's gonna come back. Like,
I expect after a while Kurapika's gonna fucking die or something, because I feel like that's where his story's going. I feel like he will.
Where are you going, Leon?
Either die, or maybe he'll have his own fucking Thorfinn farm arc where he actually doesn't. Maybe we'll see though.
That would be cool though. That would be cool because Thorfinn's farm arc, from a lot of people really like it.
I'm interested to see what season 2 is. That's going to be happening in like a couple months, I think, or this year. Or no, next year, I think, in January or February sometime. But yeah, it's happening, and that'll be really cool.
That will be very cool.
I opened it, Leon.
I don't know. I'd be excited to see how Thorfinn does it. Yeah, once again, Vinland Saga, where it's like oh yeah, the cycle of violence, and like this character who went through all this shit is now just dead inside. Like I find that as a much more interesting exploration of like the theme of violence and like revenge and everything, as opposed to once again Last of Us 2, where it's like cycle of violence and revenge bad. Except not really, because it's like the only reason that revenge was even bad is because these characters made stupid decisions. Like,
yeah, that's actually a pretty good.
Like the reason like revenge bad in Last of Us 2 is because they didn't finish they took. You've seen Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
They took half.
Yes,
measures.
I've watched all of Breaking Bad.
They took half measures.
Yeah.
They didn't take a full measure, like Mike Ehrmantraut said. They took a half measure, and thus it ended badly because she had Joel and she killed him, but then she did not kill A, his brother, or B, his daughter, who was literally on the ground yelling, "I'm going to fucking kill you, you fucker." Like, why would you not kill her there?
Great.
Like, why actually? She's literally on the ground. Like, you literally went across the country to kill somebody because they kill your dad, and now this girl's on the ground saying, "I'll fucking kill you," after watching her father figure get killed. And you're like, I wonder what's gonna happen.
I wonder what's gonna happen. No clue.
And then it's like, Ellie can take her revenge, but she doesn't, and then I guess she just gets away. Not, as in, Abby just gets off scot-free. Or I say scot-free. She gets off and alive with her new friend. As opposed to, like, Ellie, who is now eating shit because she didn't go all the way with her revenge. So it's like, if you just would have gone all the way with your revenge, you would have been fine. Oh, so we're gonna have a cool section here.
World, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics too.
God, he is a sleazebag.
And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me.
I feel like they have to cut this from the. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna cut this from the remake because he is very sleazy.
Herself first before asking someone his name.
Her name.
And once again, if she is in fact underage, which I believe she is, I think she is like 17 or something in this game.
Don't worry.
I don't think she's 18. Once again, look at her though. Yeah, no, it's
supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom.
I don't know. This will be awkward in the remake. They gave her a cool outfit in the remake though. They gave her like a cool coat instead of this sweater thing. This sweater thing's cool. I don't think it looks bad.
Does she also look under 18 in the remake?
No, she looks over 18. She actually looks like mid-20s in the remake. If I had to guess, honestly. Can I give me this? Oh, so yes, we are now here in the famous cabin defense scene from RE4 that, once again, it's so good they tried to remake it in RE5 or RE3 remake and they failed to because it sucks. In that remake.
Yes.
Which once again why people are very worried the fact that this is going to be remade. So yeah, it's like, alright, you gotta go gather your shit. Zombies are starting to break it in. It's you and Carlos, and she is hidden, so you don't have to worry about her at all, which is nice. And they give you free reign to run around the grabbing shit for a little bit. Find this. Alright, well, I think I'm pretty much set up. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn through my TNT ammo. Alright, let's rock, Carlos. You and me, buddy. I wonder how the AI will be. Again, how the AI will be any improved at all. Fuck you. Oh yeah, he also Carlos also gives you stuff throughout this interaction, and he shoots zombies for you, so he's actually somewhat helpful. So yeah, so it's like they give you this, and then it's like, okay, you can block the things, but then they start to break it down, and then it's like there's not enough bookshelves to cover all the windows, and now we have a whole... Alright, and now there's, once again, there's a bunch of lost progress out here, so let's use the flashbang. Hiya! Oh no, man, I'm trying to have fun here. This is fun, oh boy. Here we go.
I like the idea of the rise that close, the full time.
I could not. Honestly, if I was ever actually like to be a YouTuber or a content creator, I would not. I don't think I'd do video gameplay things mostly. I think I'd actually, honestly, if I'm being honest, I think I would actually probably be better off making video essays. As cringe and gay as that is, shoot him in the head.
You want to get into the YouTube sphere now, boy.
Fucking really? Come on. Fucking professional mode. Yeah. But yeah, this is this. It's a cool sequence though. But yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like that'd be more interesting for me as a person to like actually make things that are talking about media, because I enjoy talking about media. I do enjoy media a lot. Good media anyway.
I don't think people would enjoy you talking about media.
Well, I mean, I'd actually like structure it if I was to make videos. But
I was about to say, if you just like made a video essay of you ranting about how much you hated everything for like a long time, I don't think people would enjoy that very much.
You say that, but AVGM exists.
I'm just saying, I feel like you would need to channel your aggression towards things that you hate into something I don't know. You need to make it really structured.
I mean, I would. That's the thing. I would though. Yeah. So.
Let's go.
If that was to ever happen, but I'm not. Also because I don't know how to video. I don't know how to edit.
What are you?
Even though I could probably look it up and figure out.
I was about to say, just learn how to edit. Skillshare.
Thank you.
Sponsored by Skillshare. Who actually uses fucking Skillshare? Like, why not just like Google it or like ask a friend or go to the library? I know. Actually, you know, never mind. Nobody goes to the library anymore. I apologize for suggesting such a thing.
I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize that I suggested somebody uses this fucking archaic, damn, like this building that nobody uses or goes into. The most I've seen it used is I was driving around earlier this week, and because midterms are coming up, there's a voting booth like nearby the local library where I live. So people are like going there for that reason. It's like, okay, well that's the only reason people are gonna go there.
Why the fuck is your
I'm gonna say I have the internet now. I don't need books. Gay books. I don't know why I'm referring to everything as gay. It's a very.
It's the Texan coming out.
Just live in Texas long enough to get inherently racist.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, you're surprised that you really have a Texas.
True. I need to integrate with the culture more clearly. That's my big issue right now.
Honestly, you do. It's a great culture. What are you talking about? I love it.
Have you been to Texas ever? Have you ever been south?
Yes.
More south? I guess you live in, you live in. I mean, does Texas hate, what's the name for people who live in your state? Arkansas? Is that a word? I don't know, is it? Arkansas sounds like fucking pansy. What else you are?
Midwestern. Oh.
That's very vague though. That could
Well, then it's called
literally be
Kansas. We had Kansas.
Oh yeah, you live in Kansas, not Arkansas. I keep thinking you live in Arkansas. To be fair, I think that breaks a rule by having a state name within a state name. Fuck the people who named the Arkansas. Fuck the founding fathers, or whoever was in charge of naming them. I don't know who was, but whoever was, they were pretty stupid. God, why does that do so much damage? They are... God, this is why I lost by that thing. Shoot him. Thank you. Damn it! He hit me through the fucking thing. I said don't hit me through the stairs, and he hit me through the stairs. Yeah.
What? I can't believe it.
I know, it's really unfortunate. I don't know. I'm trying to, what would I even make video essays on?
Welcome.
How bad movies are nowadays.
Dude,
How good
What
old
a
movies are.
selection of good
Well,
things. What
yeah,
are
I was
you
about to say,
selling?
instead of focusing on how bad good
Is
movies
that
are
old
nowadays,
strength?
you
Is
should
that old?
focus on
Is that
how
old?
good old
Is that
movies
old?
were.
Let's say how good.
What
See,
are
at that
you
point, it's just a
buying?
nostalgia channel being like, remember when things were good?
Is that old?
New
Is that old
nostalgia
stuff?
critic.
What are you buying?
I don't want to be a nostalgia critic. I don't want to be. I really don't want to be him. That's
Honestly,
unironic. That's
I-
unironically really cringe, bro.
Come
Unironic cringe. Now that's on another level.
back.
It does say when it's
anytime.
unironic, it's not cool anymore. You have to be ironically like self-aware cringe, and that's the real humor and meta of today, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Unironically, that's like half of today's like humor now. Humor has been like ruined by the internet.
What's that? Everything. Just humor?
I don't know. What else has been ruined by the internet? Education, porn, bucket. It has been simultaneously
Yeah.
improved and ruined by the internet because it has
What
opened up.
does
It
that
is,
fucking mean?
what do you mean?
What does that mean? It's been simultaneously ruined and embittered by the internet. That's, I would really...
Well, in the sense that it has been ruined
You should do a
because
video essay on that.
the evolution of porn in modern age.
Yes. Honestly, that'd be an interesting video.
There
Like,
probably is
that'd be
videos of
interesting
this. Like, I'm sure if you go to YouTube right now.
There
and
is
just-
it? No.
You know-
No. At a sleepover, my friend on a big screen TV played a video. No, it is really the history of hentai.
But so yeah, there's probably a whole history of like how this
Yes,
became
and it
a
was-
thing and how
and
this like
it
got
took
to
it-
spread in popularity and like there's probably
It
there's
took itself
definitely
very seriously. It was like surprising.
you have to
honestly.
you have to have like the stereotypical like video essay and work where it's like in 1907 the first official hentai was created and published in the Japanese porno magazine Busty Asian.
That no.
It wouldn't be called a
New
busty
level
Asian chick.
restraint.
It wouldn't be called that because they're already Asians. I don't think they'd have to specify busty Asian. As opposed to, America where that is the specification because that how did I get hit? What did I get hit by?
Well, okay, why
Damn
are
it.
you talking
I lost
about
flag.
porn with a 14-year-old? That's my big question.
You're the one who talked about the hentai video.
True, you have a point. Who brought up porn first?
I think
Got
it
a
was me.
selection of. What are you
See,
buying?
you engaged the conversation.
Is that...
You then furthered it.
What are you selling?
That isn't true. Well, that's how conversations work. It just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing
What are you selling?
until eventually you can't stop it.
I must say, there's a joke to be made
Is
there.
that old?
No, shut up.
What
Shut
are
up.
you
Shut up. Shut up.
buying?
Very
Is that old?
unfunny, Quentin.
Is that old?
Says you.
Come back anytime.
I'm a very funny person. I don't know what you're talking about.
You hear my face right now. Can you hear it?
You think I can hear your face? No.
You can, to be fair. That's technically a thing. Like you can, like it's like sometimes where it's like you can hear somebody fucking smiling smugly or something. That's totally
Yeah,
a thing.
definitely. I
It
hear
is,
you
though.
smuggling.
Smuggling?
Smuggling.
That's not-
Yes.
Wait, no.
Smiling,
Wait,
smuggling.
but smuggling is a word.
So what? I choose what's a word and what's not.
That's not how that works.
I choose what works.
That's also not how that works. It continues to
How
not
do
be
you
how this
know?
works. Isn't this why we have dictionaries? For this express reason?
I removed all the dictionaries as of this episode.
Let's not die and actually beat this fucking section, for God's sake.
How did I die? Oh, fuck this stupid game. Who created this game? Todd Howard?
LOL. See, we brought it back. We mentioned Todd Howard in a Teletubby suit earlier. Now we're talking about Todd Howard again. I need to rewatch that fucking. Sometimes I think they were like rewatch internet historian videos, and like they're pretty good sometimes. Oh, fuck! Holy shit! Luis just shot a fucking axe out of the sky with his little like Red 9. Dude, bro, that's pretty awesome.
I was about to say, if we can watch Jacob's stupid ass essay for fucking, I want to say that's really stupid that we're doing that.
It is really stupid. It's gonna win. I told you to vote against it.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, go vote for Howl's Moving Castle. There's still time until like Wednesday, I'm pretty sure.
I was going to say, Howl's Moving Castle is good. Story is not the best for a Ghibli movie, but it's very well animated. It's very pretty and it's very cool.
What's your favorite Ghibli movie if you have one? And why is
I've
Spirited
only
Away?
seen. I've only seen Howl's.
Spirited Away super good. I love Spirited Away.
The only reason I even
You
saw
watched that
Howl's Moving
today.
Castle.
I watched that for the. Or I watched it with Monarch.
No, I've seen Princess Mononoke. I saw
first
Princess
time.
Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is my favorite Ghibli movie. I forgot.
I'm kind of. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I prefer the other one personally. I also very much prefer Spirited Away, and it's I prefer its whole aesthetic and everything really a lot. So that carries a lot. Plus, whatchamacallit has so many. Spirited Away has like so many fucking amazing animation, like gags and just like little flares and bits to it that just make it so
I
wonderful.
haven't even seen Spirited Away, so
It's really good. You should.
Also, I just like Princess Mononoke. I also like the music a lot.
I mean, they're all pretty. They're all Once again, I really, really love animation when it's done well, bro. I just shot.
I just shot animation.
I mean, technically, I'm always, whenever I'm shooting, I am in fact shooting an animation. It is an animation that plays when I shoot. Alright, I have plenty of incendiary grenades. Maybe I should use some of these, honestly. Yeah. Here, bro. Cool head you got there. Cool head you got there. Flying back down the stairs. Oh yeah, God, no, it's like the fucking goddamn siege on whatchamacallit, on fucking Helm's Deep. I have to kick off the ladder. Go away!
Fucking siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, right? That's the video game.
Hop on Rainbow Six.
Why is he not dying? Jesus God, those Plagas suck. I'm professional. They suck always, but holy shit, they're bad. I have Blast
You are a
Healing in
big
here.
fan of our Lost Plagas model. Do people fuck shoes? Is that a fetish?
I'm sure that is.
Hey, we brought it to.
You
back
brought it
up
that
on
time. You
Howard,
can't blame
and
me.
now. Yeah, I know. Now we brought it back to form.
I died! Shit! Okay, last flash grenade because I need to get rid of that. Actually, here. Alright. Hopefully this goes off and kills him before I die. That did nothing. That did jack diddly fucking shit. That did absolute dick. Alright, give me my fucking shotty. Sorry, sir. Get out of here. Alright, Lewis, you're gonna have to take one for the team for a little bit and just, like, solo for... You're doing pretty good, Lewis. Ah, healed. Fucking shit, I have no health. I will say, this is definitely making this game very tense. Which is something, you know, because I played this game on normal mode, I think to it's like if normal mode really wouldn't be tense important. So, honestly, this is kind of nice. Fuck off. Fuck off. How did that... I have a... Shoddy. Get out of here. Shoot. Okay, there we go.
Is Quentin racist?
Yes. Well, no, wait, no, it doesn't. Does that count though, or
Looks
wait,
like they're backing off.
I don't know.
So, what do we
You
do?
are,
I guess I'd be racist against
you
Latino.
are insulting. You are insulting
So I
people
guess we have no choice
based
but to
on their
keep moving.
ethnicity.
I suppose, yeah.
Well, is that being
You
ethnicist?
guys go on ahead.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, because
Louis.
well, I guess if they're Latino,
They're both bad. Like they're both bad. They like ethnicist is just like a different version
The
of
fact
being
that
racist.
There's something you see when you first said they're both bad for a second there. I thought we were saying that both Latinos and Spaniards are bad.
Definitely.
Just in case one does, because one does. It's like, well, I forget. That's technically. Well, no, I was gonna say because all Spaniards would be Latino, but not all Latinos would be Spaniards. But that's not true because there could be Spaniards who aren't Latino. Because to be a Spaniard, you just have to live in Spain.
Everybody.
But you just have to live in Spain to be a Spaniard, right? That's how that works.
I don't know.
I don't
Ask
know.
me.
Kansan.
Can't.
Say it was such a disdain.
That's the real racist slur.
One of my favorite disabilities.
Being a Kansan.
Alright, well, we survived the... Yes. Remember the, Maxor video where it's like, speaking German, one of my favorite disabilities.
No, imagine watching Maxor.
Better than most content creators, honestly.
I was kidding. I was being sarcastic.
I was being the funny man.
And nobody is funny.
I was say
on
nobody
YouTube.
is laughing, though. I wanted to be a comedian. It's like that one joke where it's like, I wanted to be a comedian when I grew up. No wait, I forget. What was the fucking joke? It's like... No, it's like I told my mother I wanted to be a comedian when I grew up, and she laughed at me. Well, here I am. Nobody's laughing at me now, says a stand-up comedian. Two routes. We have El Gigante on one, and the other one is full of chainsaw men and people. And because I don't want to deal with that, I'm going to go for the El Gigante. Instead of more Los Ganados. To be fair, the El Gigante one you can actually do... If I do it properly, I can do it without, like, getting hit or without, like, wasting a bunch of ammo and shit. Which is pretty cool. I think I might end it after there too, because I mean this is trying to play this game while talking. A professional, what I'm realizing is not ending well for me. I have died a lot this so far.
Let's go.
What else can I buy?
Is that
Yeah, it's fucking buy this.
My mission is complete.
What's making me worse at the
what are
game?
you buying?
Yeah, definitely.
What are
my
you
goal.
buying?
What are you
What are you
selling?
selling?
Come back anytime.
Anytime. Yeah.
Anyway. Right. So that is to the El Gigante. I watched Nostalgic more of Quentin than Nostalgic Drift. I agree. I would also have to because I'd have to edit my videos. Which that would also be a thing where it's like, I just don't have the time, man. Unless I could actually make a living off of it, which I highly doubt because that's how YouTube works.
I was about to
It's
say, like, unless it's your job, it's very difficult to do that.
Yeah, it's like, doing that as a hobby would be so fucking hard, especially to do a full-time job to actually afford a fucking place to live and everything. Holy shit, dude. But yeah, shit sucks, especially car payments. Which I bought a new car, and that's annoying to pay for. Oh yeah, this is the El Gigante. So, this is a neat El Gigante. So, you can fight like the last one, but you have to deal with Abby and him grabbing... Ashley. But there's also this gimmick of, hey look, there's some boulders up there. I wonder what they're doing. And if you do it properly, you can fucking bonk him on his stupid giant head. His stupid bonk him on his bulbous fucking head. Hey, El Gigante man.
Leon!
Leon! Shoot the thing. That missed. That's bad. Alright, well, this is just... You know, Ashley, I can't really do much to help you here. I have to just shoot him until... I forget. I think I get a quick time in or I shoot him really properly. Nope, she's dead.
Oh, no.
I love Leon's reactions like, oh, no. It's like, alright, cool, Leon. That is a reaction you would have, I guess.
Shat his pants.
If you failed to save the president's daughter, it's like, oh.
Leon!
Leon! I do wonder if she'll have, like, the same, like, if they'll, like, keep, like, the kind of almost endearing, stupid, like, Leon! Leon! You think they will in the remake? I don't know. You kind of hope they will. Alright, please. Alright, it's fine that he got me, because it's not her. Alright, fucking die, bro. Alright. Punching. Climb. Fucking cut the shit out of this giant rock block. Alright, then while it's doing that, alright, Ashley, time to go. Oh wait, I have to slice it, don't I? Oh, come on, really, bro? You had to fucking go for her? You suck, dude. Yeah, so in this fight, you want him to grab you more so, because you can at least mash out of that, as opposed to him hurting her. And I could have sworn you could save her from getting grabbed. That might be on normal mode. On professional mode, she seems to just kind of die instantly. So that's unfortunate. This is still easier than me dealing with the whole fucking infinite number of Granados and shit, though, that you have to take the other route. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there are, in fact, multiple Chainsaw Men instead of just...
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man. The hit new anime. Based on the manga by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Do you like Tatsuki Fujimoto? Have you seen that video?
Yes, it's so stupid.
It's a really good video, though, bro. It's really good. Yeah, it's good to get me. He really looks like a fucking cave troll, I gotta say. Oh, come on, I mashed. He really does look like a cave troll. Yeah, it's a really good video, though, man. It's really good. I don't know. Have you seen American Psycho or no? Have you just seen the memes of it?
Sadly.
I mean, they are pretty good memes, but it's a good movie. It's a pretty good movie, bro. Once again, I lament about how movies used to be good. It's really a shame. All right, let's rock. Another boulder. Yeah. Fucking hit the chains, Leon! 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 Anyway, fine, don't worry about it.
Anyway.
Alright, grab me so I can mash out of it. Come on. Okay, was there another boulder there I missed? I could have sworn you could get more boulders, or do I just have to shoot him to death after that? You don't have to shoot. I'm pretty sure you can just run away from him, but killing him is... You get some stuff for killing him, so I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna keep trying until I eventually kill him, and then...
Leon!
Yeah, you saw Chainsaw Man episode 4 though, right?
The one with the crazy ending.
Yeah, with the cool ending. Yeah, you made a really cool ending. It's like I said, I feel like that's what it feels like to be schizophrenic. It's just a minute and a half of power, which I think is that's too much concentrated power for the human fucking brain.
Yeah, I was about to say power is power.
I would say power is too powerful at times, quite frankly. It's a bit much, but people really like her. Oh, come on, really? Go, walk through. We're fine. We're good. It's all fine. Old key. Okay, yes, you need the keys. You don't need to fight him, but killing him is good if you can kill him. Here, might as well actually wait. Let's load. If I can load the game properly, I can kill him well.
If I can kill him good, I can kill him good.
I say I can beat the video game. How am I supposed to beat it? Shocking. Yeah, no, I know. I liked episode 4 Chainsaw Man a lot. It was once again very good, and I appreciate that they really, really love to double down on Denji being absolutely a fucking dog.
Is that?
I do wonder where this will eventually come to a head. Because yeah, you never finished Fire Punch, did you either? Which you should, for the record. It's interesting. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's very good because it's got issues, but it's a very interesting read.
Breed.
I said read.
Oh, I thought you said breed, and I was like, what?
I suppose, yes, I guess you could say it's a very weird breed of story as well, quite frankly, which, I mean, yes. Agni is certainly a main character. He's the main character of all time. Clifford, where did you leave off on Fire Punch, anyway?
Leon!
Fireman.
Okay, well...
Please know what I'm talking about.
Wait, as in, like, he met Noma? Or wait, no?
Yeah. No.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The one very cool character when she's coming up for the name, and she says Fireman.
Fucking bitch! Hit me, not her. Alright, fuck it. Togeda is a very cool character, though. She's very, very cool. How did you fucking get hit? Are you kidding me? There we go. Saved her. We're good. Come on,
Angriest
Ashley.
man
Let's
alive.
go. What, me?
Dude, my friend is playing Neo 2. What the fuck?
It was free on PS Plus.
Wait, it's free on PS Plus right now?
Yeah, it's free on PS Plus for this month. Will I play it? Probably not still, but it is free on PS Plus. Well, actually, I don't think I have PS Plus. I have to re-up on it.
I would say,
Please, Flint, show what you got and say thank you.
dude, play Neo 2 with me. Neo 2 with me.
It's co-op?
Yes.
What the fuck, game? Game!
Yes, Neo 2. A lot of people play Neo 2 co-op only.
What the fuck? Huh. Okay, but like, I didn't do it fast enough. Fucking... I did not know it was co-op. I don't know, is it better co-op?
Leon!
I would say, yeah, I'd say it's better co-op. Because it allows you to be more flexible with how you do things instead of... The entirety of Neo 2 is basically, it balances its really broken build by making everything you fight. You have to spec into being really
Everything
powerful.
is also bullshit broken against you.
Yeah, but like, not in when it comes to moves or mechanics, just like number-wise. Like, if you like both making crazy builds and a satisfying, like, Dark Souls-esque challenge, then Neo 2 is that game. Because you know how in Neo 1 you're either melting the boss or they're melting you?
Yeah.
In Neo 2, when you're fully spec'd up, the thing is, when Neo 2, you're either dealing no damage and being melted, or everything's completely even.
Which is good, technically. Well,
Yeah,
I would say
basically-
you being melted is not good, but...
The reason for you being melted is
being
because
even,
you're not
though,
doing
when
the
you're all
game
busted
correctly.
is pretty good.
Yeah, like, it's kind of like how, in Elden Ring, where if you go through with like a great sword for the whole playthrough and you want to eat your hand because it's so annoying.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Analogy, that's pretty good. I like that.
it's a max analogy, actually. You want to eat your hand throughout the entirety of your playthrough?
I knew you could come up with good analogies like that. How did you miss?
Shut the fuck up, okay? 90% of people get what they say in conversations from much smarter people than they are. My point still stands.
Is that a true number?
My point still stands, though. Like, you know when you run through with a greatsword and you want to eat your hand, but then when you run through with, like, a build that you've thought out, it, like, the game turns into a cakewalk and you kill everything, like...
Game! I guess I'm not doing it fast enough.
Are you sucking at the game?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to mash the thing and it's not working.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should all get, like, Monopoly on, like, PlayStation, and then we should play Monopoly Plus.
I don't want to pay for Monopoly, bro.
Dude, that'd be funny, though.
I don't want to pay for Monopoly.
My brother paid for Monopoly, so I just, like, went on his account downloaded it.
That's the way, it was, like, free on PlayStation Plus or something.
Yeah. Big fan of Monopoly. Great video game. Dude, I wish... What are you talking about? You disagree that Monopoly is a great game? It's a very balanced, fair game, reliant on great skill.
I like it. Yeah, it's really fun.
It's very fun. Honestly, I do think imagine if trading didn't exist in the game. I'd laugh so hard.
Flinch! Why aren't you flinching? How? You absolute fucker. Alright, fuck you.
You seem to be having a lot of fun with the game now that you're playing it on professional.
I am actually. This is quite fun. RE4, it's because RE4 is a fun fucking video game!
Jesus Christ.
I'm getting mad because I keep fucking hitting the wrong goddamn button. Because it changes, like, sometimes it's like if you don't hit it fast enough, he just fucking kills you. So I'm getting mad because I'm hitting the wrong button.
I talked with JRAS once while he was playing Elden Ring. And he was fighting, like, the twin abductor version's boss with, like, an underpowered greatsword, and he was screaming the entire time, and I was like, dude...
That ain't that hard.
Well, dude...
Like, of all the bosses...
Didn't you run through with a magic build first time?
Run through it again. Abductor versions are not particularly hard enemies.
Dude, he had a banished knight greatsword, plus, like... it's a great sword.
Well, no, isn't the Banished Knight Greatsword a good greatsword though?
Well, yeah,
so was this post the like greatsword patch or whatever it is? The heavy weapons patch?
Well, when the colossal greatsword, it's only in class, so it's big dick weapons.
All right, here we go. All right, so climb, wait for the thing to pop up. There we go. Fuck you, user Las Plaga, piece of shit. Let's go. Come on, Ashton. Give me some ammo.
DBFZ is one of those games where, like, I think I'm a lab rat, and then I go down and then I look at, like, the latest combo videos, and I see, like, somebody, like, this combo has 5 one-frame leaks, and I'm like, fuck off.
Okay, good. You got me. You didn't get hurt. Alright, we're good.
I'm hearing a stick being flung around in various ways.
Because you need to, otherwise you die, so you need to fucking mash the absolute shit out of that stick. Alright. Do not grab me. Do not grab her. Grab me. Alright, you dead? Alright. They should kill him here, hopefully. Okay, kill him.
I remember there was that one Iron Pineapple video that was like Ninja Blade is FromSoft's worst game, and the entire time I was like, I mean, it was Metal Wolf Chaos, though.
Come on, let's go. How are you not dead, you stupid giant fucker?
Quinn, do you know what Metal Wolf Chaos is?
I don't believe I do. Is that a FromSoft game you said?
Yes, it's hilarious. You play as the President of the United States, who is in basically...
Why did a shotgun blast only talk off one of those? That's stupid. Turn around and shoot him. Fucker. I figured the shotgun blast would take off all of the chain. That's unfortunate that it did not. That's bad. This is much worse.
What part of the game are you at?
I am not very far. Not even to the castle. The game's broken up into 3. Well, how do you not know this? The game's broken up into 3 sections. It's the village section, the castle section, and then the island section, where you fight on an island, essentially defeat Salazar's fucking, or not Salazar, Sad Lord Sad. It's fucking army of bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this instead. We're gonna shoot him, stun him with the boulder, put her through the other side of the door, and then hopefully defeat him myself. Alright, come on. Alright, come over here, stay here. What's up, bro? What's up? Alright, here we go. This should be fine. Fuck off! Yeah, and you have to fucking, like, do the thing, you know, the thing where you, like, you put the stick on your palm and then just fucking waggle your palm to shit on your controller. Hurting your
Dude,
hand.
I remember doing that for, like, yeah, I remember doing that for, like, Monster Hunter Stories when, like, you were doing, like, that, like,
Fuck
you know,
off!
like, that one, you know, in Monster Hunter Stories, there's, like, that one really stupid, like, Ignaxor boss fight that is maybe the hugest difficulty spike and yeah, that is maybe the hugest, like, difficulty spike in any JRPG I've ever, like, done, like,
I did not have issue with it. I know a lot of people did, but I just did not. I don't know.
I died so many times in my second playthrough through that game. I died so many times. Like, I got so good at spinning the 3DS's, stick in just the right way.
Fucking... Oh my god. Okay,
now, while I'm talking to you, I'm gonna try and play Overwatch 2
rank, bro. That's how you know you're a fucking virgin.
Shut up.
Shut up. Hey, man.
Shut up. I'm a virgin.
Carl!
I felt the touch of a woman when talking about
I felt the touch of a woman. Not even, I just felt the touch of a woman. This is literally Denji, though. He doesn't even want to get laid, he just wants to touch a boob. That's all he wants to do.
Exactly. Like, that is all I want. You must shoot for your backyard before you can shoot for the moon.
Your backyard?
Yeah. Hey, your backyard can be pretty crazy. Ever seen Backyardigans?
I'll kill you. I will kill you.
Why would you kill me? That was so good. That was really good. That's one of my best jokes I think I've ever made.
It's not even really a joke.
It's a joke though. It's so funny.
I hope one day, like, you just... Have you ever gotten the shit kicked out of you? Like, ever?
No.
No? You ever get into fights at school?
No.
Like, what's those things that happen nowadays?
You ever gotten the shit kicked out of you?
Yes.
When did you get your shit kicked in? Like, I can't think of a scenario where somebody would actually just beat the shit out of you for some reason.
Have you been to public school? Oh, I know you're a prep school kid, but you've been to public school.
Yeah, I have.
Oh my fucking god. Stop fucking...
Yes, I have been to public school.
Alright. I'm not winning rousing now. Say in that case, you know scenarios. You see, the fact that you've been in a public school means that you should have seen a scenario where, yes, some kid would beat the shit out of you. Kids just sometimes start fighting for no reason. Like, do you not know this? You know this.
Yeah, I do, but like, that's less the thing that happens nowadays, even in public school. That people are like too big a bitch to actually do that.
Back in my day, kids would beat the shit out of each other.
Such a stupid statement. Back in my day,
not
beat the shit out of each other.
Not entirely wrong though, is it?
No, you're not wrong. Or like that. And I'm a huge smartass. Like, dude, like I run my mouth.
The shit kicked out of you.
Like, I run my mouth without, like, with no yeah, I was gonna say, I run my mouth with no fucking filter, okay? Like, if somebody says something I take umbrage with, I will let them know. I will, like...
Come on!
Fuck you, dude.
But yeah, no, I mean...
Like, somebody says something stupid, I'm like challenging that. Like, you wish you fucking bitch. I've almost got
What the Do you see that? Did you see that? Did you actually fucking see that? Are you fucking... He finished his attack. Pretty much fucking... Is it better to shoot this fucking thing?
What happened to that?
I got fucking grabbed, like, at the ass, and, like, you know, like, when a boss in, like, Elden Ring or Sekiro, like, does their big grab thing, like, you know, like, the Guardian Ape does its grab, and, like, he's, like, doing, like, the, kind of, like, the end leg of his grab, like, the hand's kind of, like, on the ground very slowly, and it's like, oh, I can go hit him now, and, like, you touch the hand, and you just get fucking sucked into the grab. It's that happened to me.
It's like like, I remember that a lot with Dancer of the Boreal Valley.
Is he going, are you fucking seriously going for her, bro? How'd that miss? Leah.
I'm a big fan. Hey, what's your opinion on Dancer of the Boreal Valley?
What, sorry?
What's your opinion on Dancer of the Boreal Valley?
Good. Quick, crouching woman! Ooh.
Crouching woman.
Crouching woman and tiger, or whatever. Fuck that stuff. That's bad. I absolutely hate this video game. I pressed the wrong button, that was my fault. Class called Learning to Learn. We went into a different room and took tables and made circles just make a fight club. In class. You know, that's pretty good, Raznik, that's pretty good. I'd make fight club in school, yeah, that's pretty good.
Leon!
I know, were you not in any, I was gonna say, were you not in any sports where kids beat the shit out of each other, but no, you're in gymnastics.
I did gymnastics.
I don't know, are gymnasts like, are gymnasts fucking physically aggressive little shits?
Yes, actually.
So they do beat the shit out of each other?
Well, it's very dependent. Okay, you're either like some 20-year-old who is there because you need to not be a fucking slob, or you're a 14-year-old who needs a sport because they suck at throwing balls around.
Wait.
It's 90%, like, or you just do gymnastics because you want to get better at other sports, which is 90%, which is what a lot of people who do gymnastics are there for.
Does that make you better at other sports just because it like makes you more nimble and such?
Gymnastics is the full body sport. If you like, it literally every single muscle in your body is getting worked out, and you're learning to be more flexible and have better control over your body. After like doing like 2 years of gymnastics, I like, and like then quitting, like I already like, I can tell I'm like way better. Like yeah, like at base, if that makes sense. Like like for example, if you put like me and like some football kid and you wanted us to like do like a parkour course and like who would get through it faster, I would beat the kid like 2 times. Like,
well, yeah, I mean parkour, yeah, is very related to gymnastics. But I mean, like I don't know, if you got in a fight, who would probably win between you and the football kid?
Yeah, probably me. I just have a good pain tolerance, dude. Like me and my friend, like
that is half the fight. That's a half thing in fights. If you can like take a hit really well, that's totally
like, dude. Like I think I'm definitely. I think if I like got hit in the face, I would not recoil too bad. I feel like
I don't know about that. Get hit in the face sucks, but like, yeah, no, once you get hit in the face.
Like for an example of this is like whenever like me and my friends would play tennis. You know, like the stupid game where you slap the person and they'd have to slap you harder than you.
Oh yeah, just like bloody hands or whatever you call it.
Nobody ever won against me. There's not a single person who has won that game. I both hit them the hardest and it's like emotional. I don't know why. Okay. And
well,
then
eventually, if you think about it
me,
long enough, it's just like pain really doesn't matter. It's like, oh, it's pain.
Exactly. Like, dude, yeah, like that's what I just thought. Like,
that's how me and my brother fought. I don't know if you and your brother ever fought like that, but yeah.
Me and my brother are both nerds. No, but yeah, my brother. Basically, at like my prep school, everybody thinks I'm a masochist now because in cross country, that was one of the first things everybody was doing. They were doing that. And I was like. This is me, the new kid walks up. Nobody knows anything about me. And I'm like, yeah, I'll play. And then, like, everybody loses to me. That is everybody.
The kid at locals who's actually really good though.
Dude, I've been waiting in a queue for 4 minutes. I just want to play Sombra. What the fuck?
See, that's what you get for wanting to play Sombra competitive.
Sombra's fun.
Is she good? I don't actually know.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know what the Overwatch tier lists look like nowadays, honestly.
Basically, her whole thing is the supports don't get to play the game.
Which is pretty funny. Alright, there we go. We finally fucking got it. Alright, cool. Ah! Fuck, dude. I nearly got fucking tower knighted.
Dude.
What?
I don't know. Yeah. What sports did you do? What
I
stupid
swam.
sports? You swam?
I golfed for a little bit, but I swam.
You
Which is
swam
also a very full body workout.
Yeah, but yeah, you call me the prep boy, and then you swim and play golf. Those are the preppiest sports known to man.
Is swimming a preppy sport?
Yes, it is. I would consider it.
Were you gonna say you were considering it at some point? I mean, swimming's nice. It's a good thing to do. Plus, it's a good thing because you'd be surprised how many people are just like, oh, I don't know how to swim. It's like, what do you mean you don't know how to swim?
How do you not know how to swim? Like, okay, I would say
yeah, right?
when it comes to like endurance sports, I think cross country is the better sport compared to swim. Maybe it's because I do cross country, but still.
I mean, yeah, probably is. I suck at running. I absolutely fucking suck at running, bro.
I'm good at running. I do track
hate
and
running
cross country
so much.
for a reason. Well, I'm best at jumping.
You're a white boy.
Yeah, I jump good.
I jump good.
I jump good.
I jump good.
Did you know that, like, I jump good? So there's a person right here. Her name is Kiriko. She is gonna die. No, she's gonna die. She is gonna die. Bastion. I can't even kill a 1 health Kiriko. Jesus Christ.
Wait, is Kiriko a new character?
Yeah, she she's a support. She like throws knives and heals people. She's kind of cool, bro.
Is she good?
She's very skill intensive.
So she's not good for most people.
Yeah, so she sucks if you're.
Let's say so she's trash. If you pick her, everyone will fucking insult you.
Follow me.
Dude, he's a terrible character. So we're gonna go for like the bongo and then go for the.
Okay, I thought it was a she.
Fuck you, Spider-Man. I have to go for like.
Fuck you, Spider-Man.
No, you could have been the best guy ever, Spider-Man.
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 I don't know why doing this to Green Goblin voice is really funny.
Well, because Green Goblin is funny.
It's good though.
Fuck you.
Swimming can also be very calming.
Yeah. Fuck you, Spider-Man. Very calming. Now we're gonna go for the. Yeah, we're gonna go for the. Okay, there we go. More down. And then we're gonna go for the. Where the fuck is the Mercy? Somebody has to counter the Pharah!
Quickly pick a hit scan.
Where's Mercy right now? Dude, I love that Sombra can be invisible forever now. It's just so funny. So we go for like the
maybe I'll go kill
I'm gonna die. If I die, fucking okay. I almost died to a Mercy, but then I saved myself because I cannot die to a Mercy as a DPS character. This is not a possibility.
Sombra, I forget how much. Does Sombra have the least, like some of the least? I forget. The least amount of health in the game is 125 or 150.
In 150, I have 200.
Oh, that's Sombra has 150. Huh?
Nope.
Did she always have that, or
not,
did she?
She does not do enough damage to be warranted.
Let's see, Junkrat had 175. I'm pretty sure. Or did he have 200?
Okay.
It's been a while.
Why do I only have dude? I need to be. How do you do damage as Sombra? I've been getting constant kills and I get like no damage.
Oh well, I mean,
no, isn't like just overall like damage. Okay, we're gonna go for the.
I mean, does that matter really, as long as you're doing well?
Yes, it does because
people will be like, you're not doing any damage, DPS. Well, she's a DPS that doesn't really. She's more of a technical character. less of a DPS character, really.
Yeah, but she's labeled under DPS because, you know, same thing.
Classifications and all.
Fuck you, Spider-Man. Fuck you.
I like how you just you were saying fuck you, Spider-Man.
Fuck you, Spider-Man. Did you know I'm Spider-Man?
Like, my favorite part of The Amazing Spider-Man was when Andrew Garfield came on screen. Did you know I'm Spider-Man? Hey, look.
Did you know I'm Spider-Man? Did you know I'm Spider-Man? I pressed R1, you big bitch.
Spider-Man
I literally teleported. I pressed the teleport button.
Imagine Spider-Man on an Overwatch chat room.
Imagine Willem Dafoe doing his Green Goblin voice on a Overwatch chat.
So we have your voice actors doing that. That's the thing that voice actors for Overwatch did for a while before it became not popular. Matt Mercer used to play McCree and do the voice. But yeah, Matt Mercer, I think he also voices Mr. Mustache in fucking whatchamacallit in Cyberpunk. Hey, bro.
Dude, I feel like I'm doing well, and yet I have so much less damage than even on Moira. But Moira's basically does DPS as well, though, so, like, I shouldn't hold myself to that standard.
Hold yourself to higher standards. Medics, clearly you should. Because I missed one of them. I feel like... Un forastero! I thought I shot everybody. Oh, there's guys over there. Alright, well, whatever. I'll take care of them when it comes to it. Shut up. Your mic is fucking up, sir. You get there?
I was adjusting it.
Alright, well. I guess Symmetra.
You playing this Symmetra?
You need Brain Sombra. I feel, yeah, you need to actually play. I don't know, I've played Symmetra like a little bit. I don't find it pretty fun.
It's not fun. My friend thinks
It's kind of funny when you can, like,
exhausting.
murder somebody with the turrets, but it's not really fun. I remember one time, I remember one specific time where Symmetra fucking stole my play of the game. I think we were playing defense, and we were defending like a cart, and I don't know why she was playing Symmetra on the map, but we were, there's like the Spanish map. And she covered the cart and turrets and everything, as you do. And I was playing Junkrat, and for the record, I was doing good. And fucking, I remember, and I think, the entire team was coming in, they're doing their last push, and then I launched, my tire, and I got, like, a quintuple kill, and, finished it off and won us the game. And it's like, oh, play of the game, Symmetra got all of the, got technically credit for those kills, because her turrets were there, blinking away and then, doing a little bit of damage. It's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, are you kidding me, you fucker? Are you actually kidding me? So that was stupid. I remember that. That's pretty much the only thing I remember about Sombra, or Symmetra, honestly. Because I don't really care. Because who the fuck cares? Alright, you stay here.
Wait. What are you, man? Moira? Moira?
Follow me.
Carl!
You said, ha!
Kills me.
Fuck life.
Hey, fuck your life.
Follow me.
Fuck everything. Fuck everything.
You Spider-Man.
Wait.
Fuck me, Spider-Man.
Wait a second. That's a different Spider-Man movie that you watched, sir. What we call non-canon.
Dude. What are you talking about? Moira, does Sombra on defense just suck?
Possibly? I'm gonna actually load my save because I don't want to take damage on that stupid Skila section. I don't know. Like I said, I don't fucking know. Well, actually, no. Wouldn't she be alright on defense? Because, you could kind of control positions and, certain, health packs and, ammo things and everything, or no? Would that not be good? I figured it'd be good. But once again, I don't play this video game.
I was going to say, I barely play this video game. And this is, I'm actually terrible at this video game. Like, not playing.
I'm gonna say you can play any other fun video game. I guess you're gonna play God of War when that comes out, right?
Yeah.
I'm certainly gonna.
I've been playing Borderlands and this.
I
I've been playing a lot of Guns video games.
I own fucking Bayonetta 2. I've just not really played it much. I played like 2 levels and I've not used this. I probably should have played this.
Here we go.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess my interest for Bayonetta 2 is not that high, despite it being hyped up for years. I mean, I like Bayonetta 1 and 2. I prefer 2 for the record. I know it's sacrilegious for so many people because so many people are like, oh, but 1 has such a great combat system. And it technically does, but it does have way more jank, and it also has a lot of other things that go wrong with it. Like a lot of fucking annoying insta-kills, stupid QCs.
Dude, this is very fun. This game is stupid.
If they cannot play I would not be able to play Overwatch on a console, quite frankly.
I really wish I had a keyboard because then I would be able to play McCree.
Motherfucker. Are you able to hook up whatchamacallit? Are you able to hook up keyboard to PS5 or no?
No, you are not. I think. But you're able to hook up a fight stick.
That's good. Like Overwatch and fight stick.
Honestly, that's an idea.
That is in fact an idea. Categorically.
How did you not die? I hacked you and then I shot you at point blank in the back. You shot me with 1 rocket and I died.
Wait. To be fair, getting hit by the rocket would probably kill you more certainly than being shot in the back. Probably.
Lucio.
I don't know science. I don't know my science and biology the best, but I feel like that's the case. Personally. Yeah, no. I don't know, I was just randomly thinking of movies. We were talking about movies and bad movies and good movies earlier. Fucking, I recently watched a movie. It's called Underwater. Have you ever heard of it? Probably not, quite frankly. Especially with a name like that. It's a pretty lame name, unfortunately. But it's actually a pretty cool horror film. It came out back in 2020. And essentially the concept is a bunch of people are underwater in like an underwater drilling mining facility at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. And something bad happens, and it's very much a large homage to whatchamacallit?
4,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That, but also Alien.
So it's a mashup of both of them.
Kind of, and it mostly reminds me of. Have you ever played Soma, or have you seen Soma?
No.
It has a lot of imagery kind of similar to that game as well, because Soma takes place under the ocean. And it's really cool. I like it a lot. It's a lot of people I think shat on it because they're like, oh, it's just an Aliens ripoff because people have no brains and no critical thinking. But it's a really cool movie, and yeah, it's like when you eventually like kind of see the creatures and like the stuff that's in it. It's really like some of the shots they do like when they're out because they they have to go outside and like walk around underwater in their diving suits, and it's just like the pitch blackness of like the abyss and like what's out there and like seeing the things like move like. Because, I mean, you're in the water, what are you going to do? You're fucking slow human in a suit. And if that suit cracks slightly, you'll be fucking just crushed by a million tons of water pressure and, like, temperature and everything. It's horrible. It's a cool film. I like it a lot. How nice of the merchant to give us free ammo.
Welcome.
What are you buying?
Got a selection of... What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Is that...
Dude, I love when like you're skirmishing and then like you and another Sombra are invisible and you brush up against each other and you both get like...
You get real spooked.
Yeah.
Have you been real spooked before? Yes. Alright. Your shots, fuck you, Raznik. talking.
Let's say this is the German telling me to hit my shots.
So he's talking to me, but yeah. Alright, well, speaking of, on the bright side, this boss fight, I technically don't need to hit any shots coming up here.
He should also be talking to me. I have terrible aim. Like, my aim is, like, criminally terrible.
That's why I usually don't play first-person shooters.
But they're fun. I like shooting things
Some
with
of
the
them are,
gun.
yeah. Mostly,
I would
mostly
okay.
horde ones where you're like fighting like hordes of things, like Doom or zombies and things, you know?
Or Borderlands.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Borderlands is fun.
I was about to say, don't shit on Borderlands. Borderlands is
You better stay
on
outside.
Borderlands
Ashley,
for
go
being
hide.
a
Yeah.
Borderlands for being a co-op open world shooter with like basically everything that you should hate about video games. It for some reason spins it all around and becomes fun, which does not make sense.
The big cheese. So,
Dude,
actually,
Reaper is fun. I forgot how fun Reaper
Leon
is.
should be so fucking dead right now.
Leo should always be so fucking dead. Dude, easy. Bro.
Hot take on Lightning. How's that? It's a good. It's not even a bad film. Like yes, Kristen Stewart is in it, and yeah, I mean yes, we get it.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart is in it. Like,
It's like she's actually not bad. It's like not. It's not bad. It's
Hasta
actually,
luego.
dude.
not bad.
Dude, there's something about there's something about Reaper's shotguns that just feel real nice and
This might be my favorite design from this game. Look at
Wait, what's the boss called?
Mendez from RE4. Look him up.
Who's Mendez?
He's a big cheese. He's a village chief. All right, so if I
Oh,
do this properly, he is very weak. He hates fire. So 1, 2,
I think I
3. Alright, so 2, and yeah, he splits apart. It's like he looks like the Thing. This really reminds me of the Thing, especially the section where like he actually like, splits off and does like shit, fucking. Oh come on, really? All right.
Is the village chief full of parasites?
I pressed the
fuck off
buttons for the
shit?
record, but it didn't dodge. It just threw a grenade. I mean, he's technically full of parasites, as they all kind of are, honestly. Alright, well, whatever.
So we
Big
have
cheese.
attack Symmetra. That's good, right?
Yes.
Attack Reaper is actually good.
No stats. He is attracted DPS.
He does the damage. There's sort of Reaper shotguns, you know what I mean? You know when like a gun just feels really
Yeah, they're
good
very
at-
satisfying to use.
That's why I like watching my fight that really,
You good there? You fucking dying, son?
dude, I'm having a cold issue.
Is it COVID? I know
Yeah.
Ziggy has the COVID, I know. Actually, I'm gonna pick up the items before I finish this boss. Actually, no, I don't have to. I forget if I think the barn explodes after I kill him, so I'm gonna keep picking up more items before I actually kill him.
We're going for the flank here. We're gonna go for rank.
Yeah, alright gamers, here we are playing Overwatch 2 with your boy.
Oh fuck. We're going over here. We're going for the flank. We're going for the flank. We're sucking mad dick.
saying
We
the
just
same
got
thing.
killed by Reinhardt.
Damn, bro. That's pretty cringe.
Hey, he had a mercy healing him that I didn't know existed, so
See her? The big angel wings?
I did not. She was literally hiding behind cover.
I suppose that's
She was
technically-
hiding.
I would say she's technically doing her job, I suppose. It's good.
I was about to say, like, I can't fault her for doing the thing correctly, but at the same time, I don't like that. Big damage.
There we go. Yeah, he's very weak to fire grenades, so you can just throw fire grenades at him and kill him pretty much free like that. I think I actually used more than necessary, but professional mode, I don't care. I don't use them anywhere else.
Dude, I get why people
I
love
wanted the
Reaper.
money, game. I wanted the money. I swear to God, you better give me the money. If I have to restart this fucking boss fight because I didn't get the goddamn money, I'm gonna be really pissed.
And he's going to have to farm Mendez.
I don't. Okay, cool. For some reason, I remember the barn exploding. I guess I'm incorrect. I thought he like did a cool guy jump out of like a barn window or something. Evidently, I was incorrect.
Okay, Symmetra. Okay, I'm not a big fan of you.
It's all right.
Can I get? Thank you, Zenyatta, for healing me.
I guess that's it. I mean, I don't think it's that, like, I mean, I'm gonna say it's, like, amazing. I think it's just, I think it's good. Like, it's pretty good. Like, I don't know. I feel like people shit on it unnecessarily. Like, I mean, it's competently shot. It's got a pretty good score. The acting is good. I mean, I will say T.J. Miller being T.J. Miller it's T.J. Miller. It's kind of like whenever he's in a thing, you're just like, yeah, it's T.J. Miller, and like he's kind of endearing, but most people don't really like him because he is T.J. Miller. Okay, yeah, there's a cool guy coming out the window.
Are you okay, Leon?
And yeah, it's and like I'd say he's probably like one of the lesser parts of the film. Like as a whole, I mean, I think it works pretty well. It's got some alright character work in it too. Oh, so I will say, I think the ending when fucking, it's like it's revealed where it's like you have all these like little things, like you have like the weird little fucking creepy deep sea things running around, but then it's like the ending where it's like you see the giant fucking Cthulhu monster that's like bigger than the entire underwater base come up is like pretty fucking good. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I guess spoilers for the film. There's a giant fucking Cthulhu monster in it, and it's really cool.
Thank God I didn't use up Death Blossom. I died as soon as I used Death Blossom. I gotta suck at this game.
Die properly.
I'm gonna, but I didn't use up Death Blossom because I died that quickly.
How? It's not like Junkrat's Ult with a second you press the button, you lose that shit. Junkrat's Ult is the issues, man.
What are you buying? What are you selling? Come back anytime.
Forgot he was in the movie. Yeah, that's fair.
Let's go. I got a double kill.
I genuinely would say rewatch. Like I like it's actually a movie. I would say it's a pretty rewatchable movie. It's not bad. Like it's got some neat little things. It's paced very quickly. Like it opens up, and like right as it opens up, it's like immediately like okay, you're in the action. It's like opens up. All right, exciting bad incident has happened, and then you go from there, and like bad things need to happen throughout the story. But it's pretty good. Like I said, I think a lot of the shots are really well done shots. It's really cool monster designs. Really cool. Pretty good music. Kristen Stewart, aside despite her being Kristen Stewart, does like she's like. I think she actually acts it out pretty well, and I enjoy it. I'd also say what should we call it? The captain character. I like the captain character a lot too. It's like it's a horror movie where it's like the characters actually don't just do stupid things. Like they all do pretty inline things where it's like, okay, you know what, this makes sense. Like this feels like a bunch of people who work on a submarine or like understand the situation are trying their best to deal with a fucked up horrible situation where they're all gonna die. You know what I mean? And once again, I think the exception to that is kind of T.J. Miller being T.J. Miller, where he's just kind of a weird, crazy person, but eh.
Oh, dude, I had the best day today. I did like fuck all. I have no homework that I actually have to do today as well. So like, I've just been sitting down playing Borderlands the entire day and eating pizza. That was good. It was a good day.
Smoking any pot?
Yeah, definitely. Me, a 14-year-old, I smoke so much pot as well. Very fun.
You say that as if 14-year-olds don't smoke pot, bro.
I live in a very nice suburb in Kansas. No, nobody's gonna be smoking pot.
And the very nice suburbs, like, where they would be, though, like, as opposed to, like, where they would, like, I don't know. And I guess I'm gonna stop here, though. I killed Mendez. I think that's a good place to stop, because then after that, you go through there, and then you're essentially at the big, dumb castle. And then I might go off screen and like go back and collect some treasures that I missed in the village. But I mean, RE4 is fun. I died a lot this time, which I'm gonna die more than. Honestly, I might die less in the castle because the castle has less like I think boss encounters. There's a few things like the blind things. I forget their names. The something doors or the cazador. I forget what they're called. They're the blind things that have the fucking Wolverine claws. They have to shoot in the back. I think I should be good on those. They're not too hard as long as you're not stupid, which I am, so and then there's like a bunch. Well, actually, thinking about it on professional mode, because every enemy hits like puts me in red, it might be bad because there are rooms where there's like 17 fucking priests with maces and crossbows. And I don't even have the benefit of the difficulty being lowered because in the regular mode, if you do badly, the difficulty will lower itself to be like, okay, idiot, here's a freebie, and it will remove enemies from the area. As we're
dude, our opponents suck dick.
You're just winning somehow.
Yes, I'm like killing everybody. I've killed like the Reinhardt 2 times. He switched to Orisa, and I killed him again. Man is dead. Ooh, Orisa.
I remembered more
You're not
for their
supposed to
endings.
win.
The Devil's Pass,
Fucking
Underwater, Sleepaway Camp. I suppose science, yeah. I mean, I would definitely argue. I mean, a lot of movies I think can be remembered for the endings. You know what I mean? And that both goes for good and bad. Like movies and TV shows especially, I think, are remembered for their endings. Like look at How I Met Your Mother. Look at Game of Thrones season 8. These shows that are just remembered for their horrible endings. Or look at Breaking Bad, a show remembered for a really good ending, which is rare to happen, where a show that lasts that long is remembered for a good ending. Or even Friends, like that has I'd say that's a decent ending. Honestly, I'm not too upset with the ending of Friends. I don't know what the opinion on the ending of Friends is, but I like it personally.
The fact that you like Friends is contended by some people.
What? It's a good show.
I know. Some people just don't like it because it's a sitcom.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
Exactly. I like Friends. We've talked about this before.
I know you like
both
Friends, yeah.
Friends.
Or you like Seinfeld too, right?
I've never watched Seinfeld. I need to, though.
You should, yeah. I'm in a Seinfeld mood. I'm gonna watch it. I need to watch and like play things, but I don't have free time to do it, and I'm becoming a quote-unquote adult where it's like whenever I get home, I don't feel I'm too tired to play a video game, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch a show, but then I fall asleep, or I'll read something, but then I fall asleep.
I know what you mean, dude.
It sucks.
Well, hey, I know what you mean in the sense, like, I have to do, like, so much homework, and then by the time, like, that I'm done with homework in a school day, I'm like, I don't have the brain power necessary to press R2.
I know, right? Yeah. Like, I can't play games that require actual skill and, like, snap decisions. I have to play, like, slower-paced games, like Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, like, I feel like if I knew how to play a fighting game beforehand, I could play it, but if I had to, like, learn
that's honestly why
I
I can't really go back to Strive, right? Because I want to play Strive, but it's like, whenever I boot up the game, it's like, I'm so tired, I'm like, I can't. My fingers don't work. I don't have enough brain power to sit here and think, okay, the chip is doing its thing. When can I fucking poke out of this goddamn block string? Like, I fucking can't deal with that shit after a 12-hour day on my feet running around fucking writing food down for people.
So that's what you do.
Yes, I'm a server. I mentioned this before.
Well, yeah, I know you're a server, but, like, you jump around between jobs as well.
No, I'm at one now. I found an actual consistent. It's a corporate place, but it's at least consistent and normal. I forget. Did I mention to you that I got banned from my last job as well?
Yes, you did.
I've been banned from 2 of my jobs now, so that's fun.
And then you blame it on them.
To be fair, one of them was an alcoholic, and the other ones are Californian.
Both equally bad.
Yes. Ironically, the Californians are almost worse because they just banned me off the principle of that I called them out on their bullshit. Well, actually, I also called him out on his bullshit. I'm gonna say they're worse because they never apologized for the fact that they hired a con artist and then gave him access to our personal information. He's just a dickbag because he's an alcoholic, and I called him out for being such.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Friends and Oz had decent, and yeah, I think The Office had a fine ending. It wasn't amazing, but at least it ended on a not horrible note, and I think that's where the cast were like, we want to end it now so it doesn't end badly. You know what I mean? Because when things go on for too long, they just end badly. It's just a shame. Trying to think of other shows that are remembered for their endings. I'd say Arcane. I think Arcane is remembered for everything, quite frankly. Cyberpunk. That's a show remembered for its ending. That's totally a show remembered for its ending. Like, the entirety of it is good, but, like, that ending, I think, is what really sells it for a lot of people, including me. But Arcane just has good overall, but it also has a very good... God, fucking Arcane's really good, too. God. Netflix has released some good animated stuff recently.
Which is not on brand for them. I just want to say, they do not usually make good animes.
They made Castlevania. That was good.
They also made, like, Levius, which was terrible.
What is Levius? I don't know what that is.
Exactly. Kakegurui, which is terrible.
Yeah, this is worse kaiji. It's so much worse kaiji, it sucks. Because kaiji is so cool, and Kakegurui is like, but kaiji, but it's like, with anime girls, it's like, no.
It's
that
kaiji,
almost defeats the purpose of kaiji,
big-titty
you know what I
anime
mean?
girl.
Because, like, kaiji, there's, like, no women. That is exclusively a guy anime. And not just exclusively you watch kaiji, right?
No.
Oh, watch it. It's really good. It's not only exclusively guy anime, it's exclusively fucking, it's exclusively, like, depressed, young, like, 30-year-old to middle-aged loser men who are unemployed or out of the job or have, like, just depressing lives and want to gamble or need to gamble to try to make money and get out of their, like, shithole apartments.
Yeah.
It's really good. Blame was also a shit adaptation. I was unironically gonna watch Blame. I was scrolling through Netflix the other day and I'm like, I need something just trash to watch and, like, some anime. I was like, Blame. I've heard Blame is bad, like Bleach, because, like, I think I don't know, for some reason that Blame and Bleach have been similar name. And it's just like, the only reason I know Blame, I think I vaguely remember, like, a PewDiePie video about it.
You
like,
watched PewDiePie?
No, but, like, way back in the day, I remember, like, I think he made a video where he's like, I like Blame. He's like, I know it's not good, but I like it. I think that video has since been deleted, but yes. I'm pretty sure he liked the manga, not the anime, but I don't know. Speaking of, I don't know, I mentioned Bleach, and you said you've not watched the new Bleach episodes. I mean, they're decent.
I haven't.
Well, they're.
I also have.
It's
not because it's also. Don't spoil anything because I just haven't watched up to the point where I could watch it.
Where were you in Bleach? I forgot. Didn't you watch your Roncar arc?
I didn't. I know. I like went part way through it. I went like probably not even a third of the way through it. And
I was about to say, did you get to the long hallways of bullshit?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's the thing. Bleach is slow and boring and bullshit for most of it. This new arc is actually kind of interesting to me because it's similar to how My Hero is doing right now. They just jump. It's a war arc. They just jump right into it. Like, the first episode is essentially fan service. Oh, hey, look, Ichigo's back, and they do a whole fucking, like, insanely well animated scene of, like, Ichigo unlocking his Bankai and doing like the coolest Getsuga Tensho he's ever done on just some random hollows just for fan service. And they play number one. They play, like, now you feel like number one. And this, like that, that song?
Yeah, yes, I know.
And it's really cool. Yes. And, like, Orihime's there, and Chad does a La Muerte on some random fucking hollows and smashes him into a building, killing a bunch of people, I'm sure.
That's cool. That's not Chad-like of him. That's not how Chad works. Chad isn't supposed to be cool.
Funnily enough, I think that's the only time La Muerte has actually killed anything. That's the only time.
What even is La Muerte? I've never seen him.
If you actually do watch the Arrancar arc, he gets it in a fight in the Arrancar arc.
What is it? No, just tell me what it does now because it probably doesn't even
It's
matter.
a really big. It's just a good punch, but the thing about makes it cool is it's called La Morte, and when he punches like the Arrancar he's fighting into a wall in the anime, and when he punches them in, they punch him into a wall like a big crack, so like a crater appears, or they punch through a wall.
Yeah.
He punches him to a wall, and the cracks that appear form a big skull, and like a death scream sound effect plays.
That's cool.
It's really cool. And
That's overtly edgy
it's
too.
really
That's great.
cool. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's called the his attack is just called the Death. It's really cool.
La Muerte.
Unfortunately,
yeah, that's
Chad's I don't think he wins anything in this arc. I'm pretty sure he. In fact, in the most recent episode, Chad once again got chatted. He got Worf effect.
good. Why? But he's so cool.
He
Why
is,
does Chad?
it's
Chad
power-
is
it's
like
anime power
so
scaling.
cool. Why is Chad less powerful than somebody as stupid as Renji?
Renji apparently got buff. I've heard Renji gets strong in this arc. Like he's apparently he's like now on captain level. I've heard.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's
So-
that's not very Renji like of him.
What to say? I guess we'll see what they fucking do in in this shit. But yeah, no. So it's fun because Bleach because I think the big thing about Bleach that makes it not good, and they compare this to, like a good shonen like Hunter x Hunter because I was Draven Ritzy watch Hunter x Hunter and that was really cool. So we talked about that for a while. I was gonna say, like the thing about Bleach that kind of makes it suck is like there's so many bullshit meandering fights and encounters that lead before you actually get to anything important. Because it's like, oh, I want to see Ichigo fight Grimja, right? That'll be really cool. Before we do that, we gotta walk through all these hallways and fight this loser Espada. And then we have to watch Uryu split up and fight this other loser Espada. And then Chad split up and fight this loser Espada. And it's like, oh, but you're giving time to these other characters. It's like, that would be true, except Chad never wins anything after this. So it's kind of pointless for me to watch him grow and develop a new power if he's not going to win anything or do anything with his character. Because he does nothing after that. Like, after that fight where he does La Morte, he fucking gets jobbed by a stronger, actual number to Sparta, like number 5. And then he loses every other fight after. He doesn't do anything in the Fullbring arc outside of essentially introduce Ichigo to some characters. And then in the most recent arc, he did La Morte on a random hollow, and then he got donated by a Quincy. It's not going great.
Let's go the Diavolo special.
He wins okay, yeah, sorry, Razik corrects me. At the end of the story, he becomes a boxer in the epilogue, which I think is probably illegal. I don't think that I think that breaks some weight class rules. I don't know what's the rules of like a superhuman being a boxer. I don't think that's yeah. But yeah, no, so he does that shit. But yeah, so it's like
I was about to say that doesn't seem very fair. Like,
No.
does he just what would happen if like during a fight he just like La Muerte'd somebody?
let's say he kills an entire crowd of people. Well, you should watch Bleach Bridge. The Bleach Bridge is pretty funny. It makes Kenpachi even better. But Kenpachi's gonna do cool things in this arc. We've not seen Kenpachi do anything yet. I'm just waiting for him to do something cool. We saw, in the most recent episode, we saw Byakuya do Zenbone Zakura Kagayoshi, and it was the coolest fucking looking. It looked so well animated. It was sick, dude. It's really nice seeing some of these things like animated in like modern animation. It's really clean. It was so good.
Senbone Sakura in general is just such a cool, iconic looking like power up, like the glowing pink swords and like
like the little like the flower petals. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Like that
I
final
disagree.
fight.
Kenpachi's way better than Mayuri. Mayuri is good for like a speech at the end of the Sazlar, the Toyota Camry fight.
Toyota.
I think his fight. I don't like his fight against Uryu very much. He apparently is good in this coming arc because I think he carries hard, but we'll see that yet in to come. But I mean, I don't think that an arc of him being good can outshine Kenpachi being good in every scene he's in. Because Kenpachi's like the best part of Bleach. And it's not close. He's amazing. But yeah, no, just the fact that, so many fights in Bleach just don't matter, and it's just meandering bullshit for the sake of fight, as opposed to like Hunter x Hunter, where it's like, even in Greed Island, like Hunter x Hunter is like quote unquote like mid or bad arc, it's like things are happening. Like the kids are learning the kids are learning Nen. We're getting some more character stuff with them and Bisky. We get more information on like how Nen as a power system works, which is really cool, and like how you can implement it and like kind of utilize it and train it. We have some Phantom Troop stuff. We have the Razor things. Gon is, continuing his mission to find his dad and play the game to get closer to his dad. Like, things are happening. And, like, in these fights, things happen. It's not just meandering bullshit for no reason at all. And as we're in Bleach, it is just, it's like, oh, we needed it. We want to have a fight because, fight. So, fight.
I do want to say, like, I want to say one really I think it's really fucked up that the convicted criminal who has committed, like, several homicides is one of the most sane-sounding people in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. I just want to say...
Killua has killed more people than him, probably. And he's not convicted. Just because he works he's an assassin family.
That's an entirely different situation.
Technically. Legally, morally,
Yeah.
Raznik finished York, New York. Yeah, it's a really good arc. It's fun. It's good. I mean, you've finished Raznik. You watched up to Greed Island, right? Raznik, then you dropped it because you got spoiled on Chimera Ant.
Wait, he hasn't seen Chimera Ant?
Well, he's been spoiled on everything that happens in it because internet. But yes, I think he watched like up to or like finished Greed Island, then he dropped it. But now he's actually rewatching all of Hunter x Hunter. So cool.
That
so
is very cool.
You did it in like 4 days. Jesus Christ, or 3 days. My God. Oh, there's Rising saying that apparently Senbone Zakura is implied to be hereditary, which is cool if that's the case. Because that also implies, because you know, like when he does it against Ichigo and like there's like the million swords like everywhere around them in that dome.
Yeah.
I guess if it's hereditary, it could be implied. Or Raznik said that it's implied that it's possible like that like all those swords are like the previous users of Senbone Zakura.
Now that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, right? 2.5 days. Jesus Christ. Yeah, now we're just talking about anime. This is what we're doing now on the Resident Evil 4 title screen because like when I'm not playing the game, it's easier to talk.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I should have played it on normal mode so I could have talked easier, but professional mode is fun. I'm dying a lot, but I find it fun that I'm actually having trouble because normal mode I probably would not be dying very much.
Oh my God, it's already 1. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
1:30 actually.
Yeah, 1:34. The secret technique with SBS. Oh, Senbone Zakura. Wait, is that Senbone Zakura or what does that stand for? Am I stupid?
Yes, Senbone Sakura.
Okay.
SBS is Senbone Sakura.
I thought it was spelled with a Z. Whatever.
No, you're an idiot.
What? Oh, I thought it was like S Senbone and then Zakura was with a Z.
No. What?
What do you mean what? Also,
the reason it's Sakura is because it looks like Sakura flower petals. It's called Senbone Sakura.
It always sounds like he's saying Senbone Zakura though, or Senbone Zakura.
Yeah, because Byakuya has a bitchin' voice.
He does have a pretty bitchin' voice. I will say that. That is a pretty bitchin' voice. That is true.
Exactly.
I thought it would be like a play on the word. Like they could spell it with Z and it would still sound like Sakura. Like it would still technically make sense.
No, then that would just be cringe and like overtly edgy and like dumb and anime.
Well, yeah, because Bleach isn't cringe and overtly edgy. We're talking about the man with the bitchin' voice and the black long hair who's like emotionless and cool guy and like has the flower petal sword.
When you say it like that, you're not wrong, but at the same time, like I feel like Zakura would say.
And like when he does it, he goes scatter Zenbone Sakura's Kageyoshi. But say they all have edgy ways to like activate their sword powers, like scatter, tear, rip. Fucking Jin's is literally just kill him.
Wait, Jin who?
Jin, the snake man. Hazama, who tries when he well you don't know it, but when he activates his Bankai, I forget his name because it's a really long Bankai name. It's like
is he Shinzo?
Wait, what? I guess so.
Is he the one who is Shinzo?
The one the long sword?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has a different name when it's fully.
What's it called? Well, yeah, is it called like Shinzo Sakura? I think massive dick.
Kaminari. It's like Shinzo Kaminari. I don't know. Let me look up Jin's Bankai, the full name. Jin's Bankai is okay, its fucking name. It's Kamishini no Yari.
Shinzo Kaminiri no
No, yeah, no. It's the Shikai is called Shinzo, and then the Bankai is Kamishini no Yari. So when he activates it, he literally
Kamishini
just
no
goes, "Kill him, Kamishini no Yari," and it's really cool.
Kill him is pretty. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
Kill
pretty
him.
hype.
Kill him might be my favorite of the like activation type. That one I also really like. Noitera's. He's an Espada. He's the one that looks with the spoon, the big praying mantis man. Because his is Pray Santa Teresa.
What's who, you know the coolest like anime teacher of them all? Like what was his name
Urahara?
again? Yeah, Urahara. Number one, I just think that guy is really cool.
He is really cool. Man, I don't think we ever see his Bankai. I could be incorrect.
Exactly.
But his
Why
Shikai
not?
is called
He is such
Benihime.
a
His is also cool.
character.
It's Scream Benihime. That's cool. His Shikai is really cool.
Yeah, Benihime is really cool. Like he like makes like a blood shield. Like he's so cool. Why doesn't he get more cool screen time where he kills people with his cool sword?
That's the thing about Bleach. It's like because we have to do the main character, and because half the time in Bleach, it's like if we actually sense the cool sword characters who are super strong at the villain, we just win. Like if we just sent Kenpachi at the issue, it would solve the issue.
It's like Bleach is like the basic math
Kenpachi
of
and
anime.
fucking Byakuya solo the quote unquote strongest Espada casually. Casually.
I just want to say, I feel as if, like, Bleach is like the basic
I can Google it,
addition,
right?
like, it's like basic. I feel like Bleach is basic math anime. Well, like
yeah,
Hunter
well,
x Hunter and Hunter x Hunter and JoJo's, you're like doing calculus.
Yeah, well, you literally, there's a character, fucking Knuckles literally doing calculus with his power.
Yeah, I was.
You're doing taxes.
His is so weird. I don't understand that power at all.
It's taxes.
When he was,
You go bankrupt if you don't pay your taxes.
and what happens when you go bankrupt again?
You go into Zetsu, which means you can't use Nen.
But, like, the way he calculates it is the most, like, oh my god, this man had a field day with this.
Yeah, I did, and it's really good. It's so much so that Gon doesn't understand anything, and he just loses it and dies.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, even in that
Dude.
one where it's like they're fighting the Chimera Ants, like things are being achieved. God, fucking Hunter x Hunter is a really good show. It's a really good shonen.
It doesn't make yeah, dude. Hunter x Hunter does get to a point where it's just like, yes, this is a stand, like crazy
Oh,
slots.
you have no idea. The fucking manga is literally just Game of Thrones with a bunch of stand users. And I'm not even joking about it. It's just Game of Thrones with stand users. It's really good.
Game of Thrones with standards. I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Well, I was gonna say it's good. The first 4 seasons are good, and then it goes bad. House of the Dragon is good. Watch House of the Dragon. That's a pretty good show. There's like one scene that's pretty bad, but other than that, it's pretty good. It like has one of like the hypest moments of anything I've ever seen, and it's literally just the scene is literally just an old man walking across a room.
Ah, yes.
Just he walks into a room, and it's the hypest scene ever. It's like, oh my god.
Daredevil was so refreshing to watch because it was like, this is something that is Marvel that I'm enjoying watching.
Oh yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, and then they ruin him in She-Hulk.
Did they actually?
I don't think I think they did damage to him, but they have not fully ruined him yet. I guess actually no. I guess I technically want to be technical. The biggest damage to him is that he fucked She-Hulk, so that's a pretty bad blow to him. That's unfortunate for the man.
Did he?
Yes. They didn't make a joke about it. They make multiple jokes about it.
Who plays She-Hulk again? I have no idea.
I don't fucking know or care. I don't know. I guess I'm assuming she's making money. She's fine. Regardless of how bad her character is. I don't know. Maybe she's forced to say whatever lines the fucking writers spew out. What were you gonna say about Daredevil?
Oh no, my enthusiasm has been ripped away by She-Hulk. Dude, Daredevil's just... it's just so obviously good. You know what I mean? Like when just
Yeah.
Punisher and Daredevil are sitting up there talking about ethics. I'm like, this is so much more
Yeah,
interesting.
it was like when I put them down, they stay down or they stay on the ground. You know, it's like, oh, it's really good. They don't. Oh no, it's like I hit them, they don't get back up.
Yeah, dude, like whenever they're just sitting up there talking about ideologies and ethics for like an entire episode of that show, and I'm realizing, what the fuck? This is like, how is
characters.
how is this so much more interesting and fun than watching Wanda fly around shooting people with stupid red CGI pellets?
Good luck with that, Rousey. Goodbye. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Yeah, no, it's weird. It really is strange. So wait, so
Like,
the new apparently the new Robert Eggers Nosferatu movie is gonna have Bill Skarsgård and Lily Rose Depp. Huh. Neat, I suppose. I mean, it's also gonna have Willem Dafoe, I'm pretty sure, and I'm excited for that. And I mean, hey, another good Nosferatu movie, hell yeah! And I like that. I like the movies I've seen from him. I like The Witch, I like The Lighthouse, and I think he did one other that I'm forgetting. Oh, Northman too. The Northman was good. All of his movies have been good. They're all weird, but they're good. I will say I think the
dude,
Northman's probably his least. I'm not say it's the worst one, but I think it's the weirdest one. It can be a bit off-putting for people, but I still like it. If you want to see,
do you have any, like,
live
movies that
action Vinland Saga, go watch The Northman.
oh.
But it's good though.
Do you have like any movies that you like watch specifically around Halloween, like that you like have to watch around Halloween?
The Thing. I just watch random horror movies around Halloween. Like I'll watch The Thing. I'll watch.
I've never
Some
seen The
Alien.
Thing.
How do you? It was in movie night the other day or a couple weeks ago. No,
I
it was a
watched,
movie
like,
night for Halloween.
Yeah, dude, like I like horror movies. I just haven't seen enough good ones.
I was
Like
about to say,
it's one of those
watch
things where,
The Thing is so fucking good. It's like legitimately
yeah,
one of
like
the
yeah,
best
when
movies.
I watch around Halloween is I watch like for some reason like my favorite things to watch are like Tim Burton movies. Like I watch Edward Scissorhands. I like Edward Scissorhands.
Oh no, it's
a
gonna have
lot.
Lily Rose Depp instead of Willem Dafoe. Huh. I still hope he cameos because Willem Dafoe has at least cameoed in all of or at least in I think 2 of his movies. So I hope he shows up. At least he shows up briefly. Because he had a main role in The Lighthouse, and then he had a minor kind of cameo role in Northman. So I hope he at least shows up briefly in Nosferatu. But I mean, Bill Skarsgård's not a bad choice. He's a good actor. The Thing, Nightmare Before Christmas is also good. I watched Nightmare Before Christmas at Christmas though. Speaking of, I was.
I agree.
I saw a really cool. Somebody had a really cool Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo the other day. I was like, oh, that's cool. If I liked it more, I might
Yeah.
get one. Unironically, I've been like thinking of more tattoos lately, and after I got the Daxel one, I'm like, I kind of want a Chainsaw Man one.
I just want to say I think the parallels between Edward Scissorhands and like Nightmare Before Christmas are like shocking. They're
Yeah.
both Halloween yet Christmas movies at the same time. Edward Scissorhands literally like takes place
Yeah,
during
it takes place
Christmas.
because of snow.
Yeah. The same thing with frickin' Nightmare Before Christmas. They both feature pale, slender, creepy main characters with black full body attire.
Yes.
They both are like what's the word?
Can't remember, that's pretty good.
Well,
They're
what's
both
the word
rather
for-
eccentric and like likable in their own weird, creepy way.
Exactly. I like Edward Scissorhands a lot just because it's really endearing to see like this socially awkward freak of nature,
Yeah, this fucking
Like-
horror movie person.
this horror movie person juxtaposed by like the most boring suburban America ever thought up by a person. It's great. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things to watch during Halloween.
That's
I
the
think
fun concept of the movie.
I just find it fun to like it's a nice palate cleanser in between watching horror movies, you know what I mean? It's like I have just watched well, American Psycho isn't really a horror movie as much as it is just a really uncomfortable good
It's a
movie
thriller,
from what I've heard.
I would say. I'd say it's a thriller personally. Coraline's also a very good movie. I mean, there's a lot of just. I miss good horror movies.
Coraline isn't a horror movie though, is
No,
it?
I'm just thinking, because I just think of Halloween like movies and like good horror movies that I watch around Halloween. Because like I said, I'm trying to think of like, good horror movies in recent memory. I said that's Underwater was pretty recent. That was 2020. Like what are other like? Let me look
For a
up.
second, they were
recent
gonna say
horror movies.
Undertale was pretty recent, and I was like, what? Wait.
In my mind, it is, but how old actually is it? It's like 6 years old now.
Undertale?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like yeah, you got it right. It's 6 years old.
Fuck. Let's see here. Horror movies. Nope. It was. I guess Nope's a horror movie. I think Nope is more of a thriller personally, but Nope, yeah, that was good. If anybody saw Nope in the theater, it's a really good. It's another. I think it's my favorite Jordan Peele movie. I like it more than Get Out, and I definitely like it more than Us. I think Us is kind of. Eh.
Isn't Us about like the family with the people who replace
Yeah,
them?
the
that are
doppelgangers,
really
and it's like
fucking
they go
freaky?
underground, and there's like a whole mirror city, and it's like what the fuck? It's not great. Get Out is better.
Wait, it's a mirror city? Oh, that
kind of.
ruins it. I think it would be so much more interesting if it
It is
was...
really
Okay, how much more scary would it be if there were just freaky doppelgangers that just arrived at your house one day that were literally just you, but they could not speak, and all they did was want to kill everybody? That is a lot more scary of a premise than, like, when you add backstory to something, you remove the mystique that it has. Does that make sense?
Yes. And sometimes that can be good, but sometimes it can go bad.
I was about to say, like, if you need to add, like, levity
Especially when
to a
you do it
situation,
post-hoc.
like, if you need to add levity to a situation, or you need to add a certain tone, or if it's for the end of a movie, like, that's, yeah. But, like, if the point of the movie is to be scary, by, like, removing the mystique that it creates, one of the biggest fears of humanity, as documented by a lot of people, is the fear of the unknown. So by not knowing something about something that is inherently creepy, you are making it even more creepy.
Yes. The Thing prequel is a prime example of why less is more. Yeah, that too. Once again, I was gonna say the thing you just mentioned there, where it's like the thing being unknown and weird. Why I do like Underwater, because it kind of plays on the idea of like a weird fucking Cthulhu thing underwater. Yeah, with all these like this, it's like these like they're like when you see them in the film, like their shape almost doesn't make sense. Like it's hard to tell like where they start and where they begin, exactly how their anatomy and biology works. And then it's like you kind of see like, oh, they can, oh, that's, oh god, that's what they're doing. And there's a really cool reference in that, because it is an alien, very much an alien reference film, but it's a cool thing.
I've never seen Aliens either. Or,
well,
I've never seen Alien.
You know the famous thing from Alien of how, when you first see the alien, right?
I don't know.
You have to know it. How do you not fucking know? The dinner scene. No? God, you're a fucking
not.
Gen Z piece of shit. Fucking.
Sadly, I'm more cultured than a lot of people my age, which
I know, and I hate it.
Extremely sad.
The other day, fucking Valo was like, "Who's Tom Cruise?" It's like, "Fuck you."
That's on another
Actually,
level.
fuck you.
That's
I just said
on
fuck
an
you.
That's on an extremely other level. Literally, were they born yesterday?
Yes. I'm just scrolling through modern horror movies, and it's sad. It's like Halloween Ends.
Speaking of Top Gun,
there
I
was
just
a
want to
2022
say...
Hellraiser?
Yes, there was.
Fuck.
It was...
Looking at the score, it seems pretty mid.
Speaking of which, my geometry
Your
teacher
mic is
who
getting
ranted
worse
about...
and worse, sir. It started just with the crackles, now it's just getting worse.
Okay, speaking of my geometry teacher, I was talking about how he's a very funny guy. He was talking about how he listened to Judas Priest in the car before immediately coming into the room and talking about how shit the new Evil Dead movie was gonna be.
Yeah.
And then he was
That's a pretty
talking to us
basic
about
teacher.
how he recently saw the new Hellraiser and how it was like the stupidest thing he's ever saw, but he thought it was kind of funny because it was terrible.
Yeah, that's the way, though.
He's not a very good teacher, I will say, though. He does not really say what's going to be on tests and stuff. Is very complex, very funny guy, though. Very fun. But I want to say something about I feel as if having Miles Teller be like this, like super tan, blonde, like buff as fuck, like Air Force pilot is hilarious. It's really funny having Miles Teller and Andy Neiman, frickin'.
That is true. When I think of that actor, I think of him more as like the weird kind of nerd typecast.
Yeah, I just feel like he looks exactly in that getup. He looks exactly like Goose does, of course, which
See,
is
yeah,
the point.
Goose is like weird in 80s and or 70s and cool though, or and 80s, 90s, whatever. In cool though, it's really good.
You have to realize though
That was the time.
you have to realize though that if Goose was in the modern age, he would look like Miles Teller did there.
Yeah,
and
he
not
would
just
look
be
cringe
70s,
and
80s.
bad.
It's just like Miles Teller does there. Like that's the whole thing. That's the
Yeah,
entire point.
He's got that porn stash.
He's got that.
It is. It's a porn stash. Look at it.
It is, but like, come on, man, dude. Yeah, I do find it really funny that Miles Teller is just playing that character. It does not make any sense. Like it's one of those things where like it's the actor that makes the most sense yet the least sense at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like in one respect, it's like yeah, he does look exactly like him, but at the same time, this is the man who got verbally abused by J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. Really badly too. That J.K. Simmons went in.
He's
a good actor.
I will fuck you like a pig.
My
Listen up.
fucking time.
Listen up, cocksuckers. Stupid.
So we're looking for now. There's no pot of gold down there.
It's one of my
Like,
favorite
it's like, are
movies.
you a single tier piece of shit? Must say some weepy willow shit sack.
Did mommy leave daddy because you couldn't play in my fucking time?
God, there's so many quotable fucking insults from that film. It's like it's like on par like with Full Metal Jacket for like insult because fucking
It's simultaneously like how can you be so quotable yet so well written at the same time? Like,
well, I think that's
that
okay. That's the thing though.
well, like in the sense like of like insult. Usually when it's a one-liner, usually it's because you remember it because it's really cheesy and stupid and like.
Well, Arlie Ermy,
I'm
once again,
here-
from Arlie Ermy from, I'm pretty sure he just made half of that shit up or he heard it in the army himself. He was an actual veteran who, played the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket. He's just like, how tall are you, Private Pyle? It's like 5'11", sir. It's like, I didn't know they stack shit that high. And like so many great lines from that film.
I didn't know they stacked.
It's like,
it.
only steers or queers come from Texas, and you don't look like a steer. It's like, so what are you? A jelly donut. God, that's a good film. God, I'm thinking about how good movies used to be.
Dude, I've never seen Full Metal Jacket, sadly.
God, just go online and pirate some movies. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, or it used to be anyway.
It probably is, yeah.
Oh yeah, they showed the witch in the 2016 Blair Witch. Well, yeah, was that like the one where like she's like a weird, long, spindly, like rake-looking thing, where like she was like white and like lanky or whatever? Or am I crazy?
Why would you show the witch in Blair Witch?
Because it's spooky to see a thing.
But it's not. Isn't like the entire point of Blair Witch that you don't
Yes.
actually see the witch?
Yes.
That's the entire point. By like making them see.
I'll be honest, I do think Blair Witch, even like the quote unquote like good
Good one.
versions of Blair Witch, I think it's just kind of mid. Shoot, like a dried up KFC piece. I'm gonna look it up and like see it like as because when it's moving, it's like it's spooky, but like when it's still, you can look at it and see it's funny.
The thing that I remember, the thing that I remember is from like the Blair Witch video game is just when like if you pick up the dog after it gets like shot by somebody and you carry it around and you carry it back to somewhere, basically you will not go anywhere
I'm looking at
until
her. She
you
does
put
look
it
like a KFC
down.
thing. It's kind of funny.
Don't sad. Dude.
She's got really lanky arms. She's like woody 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 woody. Like woody 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 woo.
This is the Blair Witch thing looks stupid.
Yeah, here I'll get you a picture. Give me a second, but yeah, no, fuck. She looked like she was about to bust down a sick beat, though. Like in the image I have here, where her arms are just kind of like hanging there weirdly. It's like she's about to bust it down, sexual style, much like the
Bust it
future doll.
down.
It's
What is that?
a Blair Witch, bro. And they do the thing where it's like, oh, she's behind the
Stupid.
character with the camera looking at them, and it's like, oh, spooky. Which they did a similar thing in Underwater, but they actually did it much better because the things underwater I think look a lot more disturbing. Also, because when you're underwater, things just look more disturbing.
Yeah, that is a true thing.
And so I can find a good image of that actually, because they were pretty cool.
I do want to say about Whiplash, I feel like one thing that gets overlooked in that movie a lot is how Miles Teller, is how, like, Neiman gets into a car crash, gets out of it. Fucking literally.
But he crawls out of it, and he's like, fuck off. I think he literally goes, like, fuck off to the other guy, and then just, like, goes, like, into bleeding. He's like, get out of here. You're bleeding all over my drum set. And then he just attacks him because fuck Fletcher.
No, what he does basically. What he does is, like, the guy is like, you okay? And Neiman is silent. He is gritting through the pain. And then, like, he realizes he doesn't have his sticks. So he reaches in to his mangled mess of a car to get his sticks. And the guy's like, what are you doing? Get out of there. And he's like, I gotta get my sticks. And then he gets his sticks. And then he just goes all the way back to freaking J.K. Simmons. And then when he's playing it, he's, like, doing so badly that J.K. Simmons is like, you're off. You're off the team. No, what does he say again? He, like, what does he say again?
I don't remember exactly, but I remember he then turns to the audience. He's like, "Sorry, everybody," and then like he just freaks out and attacks him because fuck J.K. Simmons, or he's a bad person.
Also, why was nobody taking into account the fact that he was bleeding? Why?
He was bleeding everywhere. He bleeds a lot in that film. To me, he bleeds a lot in that film.
I just want to say, I feel like that's the most unreal part of that movie. That, like, this man is obviously bleeding. His head is literally bleeding, and he attacks his teacher, and he is the one where all the blame is put on, without a single thing documented by, like, for medical reasons in any way possible.
Well, legality, yeah, I think, I don't know, I guess because he technically attacked him in the middle, I don't know. Well, whatever, though.
I feel like there's enough, like there could, like, he could be considered mentally unstable.
Most normal people would look at that and be like, okay, you're an asshole, teacher, fucking give the kid a break.
Well, yeah, but, like, still, yeah.
That does have that movie has such a good ending, though. Like, when it ends on Whiplash, it's good.
People really don't like that ending.
It's good. It's so poignant. Poignant, it's amazing.
The reason people don't like it is because there's no wrap-up. Like, nothing is, like, wrapped up. You don't get to see how his relationship is resolved with his dad, with his
girlfriend.
Used-to-be girlfriend. I think that would be interesting to see. How would his girlfriend react to that entire show? That would be the most ridiculous thing to see. Your boyfriend, your used-to-be boyfriend, you were watching him being instructed on how to play the drums while everybody is watching. He is bleeding onto cymbals while making fills like a madman. He is soloing like crazy.
He is doing pretty good.
I was gonna say, this man is going off the chain in every way possible. He and J.K. Simmons are screaming at each other while like making blood fly into the air through like this man's obsession with drumming. What would you do if you were this man's lover? What would your response be? Definitely.
I think you'd probably be like, "This is insane. I'm good, bro." Yeah, you clearly have some issues, and I don't really want to be a part of them.
Dude, that was so. Dude, I like the fact that J.K. Simmons goes from like. I like the idea that J.K. Simmons goes from being, like, totally against Fletcher in every possible way in this, And then you realize that's all just another elaborate Charlie Parker moment, and he just wanted to springboard Neiman into going crazy.
into the equally horrible person status.
I was about to say, like, I like that, like, he acts as if this was all set up for Neiman to be for him to make Neiman feel bad, when in reality he really just wanted to be another catalyst.
But he did make him feel really bad.
At first, I think one of the most powerful moments of that movie is when he realizes he's been completely fucked. He gets up out of the concert and goes to the back, and then his dad comes up, and then, like, he just hugs his dad. And he realizes, he's like, I'm not. It's so powerful. Just like him just being like, no, I'm not letting it be like this. This is not how this ends.
Well,
he just is like,
he say that's not how it ends. And then it ends.
Well, dude, he is at that point. He and J.K. Simmons are both in a weird dance of control by the end of that movie.
Exactly, yeah.
Where like
and he technically wins, but he also loses.
They both win and lose at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
you finally got you played the drums, but you've now fucked you've fucked yourself. And J.K. Simmons is like, you got what you.
Though?
I feel like you've become a worse person, like, morally. And, like, you've done, like, I feel like you've caused yourself, like, some brain damage. Or, like, some mental issues from this entire experience with you and Fletcher and sticking with it.
Well, I feel like at that point he's worked so much and he's like, what else can I do at this point?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, see, that's the ideology, though, where it's like, oh, I'm now this far and I gotta do it. It's like, do you really?
I have dunked my hand into so many.
The cycle of violence, sir. Revenge is bad.
Is Whiplash The Last of Us 2?
Oh, you can't keep playing it. They're The Last of Us 2.
Dude. Oh my God.
Wouldn't it be way better if at the beginning of or like halfway through the film, an old student of Fletcher's just came in and killed him? Like,
yeah,
I was gonna say with a golf club. No, they killed him with like a fucking oboe or something.
Yeah,
like a bassoon.
No, what they do is they just get a cymbal and they just crash it down on it.
I think you're gonna say like slice them apart, like throw it like a Hellraiser disc.
Oh, that's even better. He gets it. He does some steroids before he goes through the door. He goes through with like his cymbals, and he just like throws them one after the other. Like he proceeds, and what happens is like the first one goes in, and the second one hits the first cymbal perfectly, so that it nails it further through his sternum.
Yeah. I was gonna say Hellraiser, where they throw the discs. I was gonna fucking say it's daylight saving, so it's technically only 1 a.m. for us again.
That is true.
Hell yeah! Look at that. We're not up that late.
Yeah, we're not that late.
Yeah. All right, Bill Skarsgård is I can't believe it's with the notes for Bill Skarsgård is going to be Eric Draven in The Crow reboot.
Draven?
I don't think I've seen The Crow. But why are they Wait, let me. Have you seen The Crow? Let me look up The Crow. Give me a second.
I have never seen The Crow.
I think I've seen it years ago. I saw The Crow. I think so. Looking at these, this looks vaguely familiar. Yeah, okay, I recognize that actor. Okay. I need to rewatch it. I've seen this. Yeah, okay, I've seen this.
This is like completely off topic.
This like I feel like I've seen this like way back when I saw this. I saw like Donnie Darko. I saw like whatever. God, this is taking me back, bro. Jeez.
Oh God. This is like completely off topic.
That's the last movie. That was Brandon Lee's last movie.
But my friend is constantly my friend is constantly texting me about the issue she has with her boyfriend, and I know her boyfriend decently well. Not that well, but like decently well. And like she's the type of person where like she craves drama to the point where me being the antithesis of this, have to basically be like, do you want actual advice or do you want to vent?
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
like
it. You never
90
you never open by giving a woman actual advice.
well,
You never
She's
open
my
with that because that just backfires, unfortunately.
usually I don't really care if it backfires because I'm like, this is better for you. I'm sorry, but like, do you want me to help you or not? The good thing to do is to the good
Then
thing
they
to
just
do
yell
is
at you
I
though, and
can't.
then they start fighting with you,
Yeah,
and then they make you feel bad. It's like fuck you, don't make me feel bad,
I was gonna say yeah. She is
bitch.
she is yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
I was like, we probably should. I'm gonna end the stream now because we're just talking about bullshit now. But this is fun. I did Resident Evil 4. I spent half an hour talking about movies. I'll play this more next time without a. I actually get a focus and maybe do better. Next time will be the castle. And I'll get the broken butterfly, and then we'll have to go through the fucking maze where those stupid dogs are. Professional mode was a mistake, but whatever. I don't care. It's good night.